post it there. That's what we do. I'm just getting set up. If anyone's joining right now, we're going to be starting in about 8 minutes. I'm just trying to send out the links. And you've been here before, you know it takes me a few minutes to figure that one out. So bear with me during these technical difficulties. See, even the volume's on there. So I got to turn that down. So I got a copied link. And then post it here first. Let's see. How do I do that? So I think I've got to go here. Yeah. Select. Paste. Getting better, getting faster. Let's see. Saturday night wings. Live. Whoops. Sugar. Live. Now. Click below. Where's the arrow now? Okay. Get that in a different color so it could show up a little easier. That color does not show up easier. That color doesn't show up easier. My gosh. Look at that color. Wow. All these colors are terrible in there. They don't show up. Share. Okay. Now I'll go here. Story. Link. Link. Paste. Paste. And how do I type? Is there a, there's got to be a, Saturday night wings live now. Click below. Arrow. Done. Well, that was faster. Share. Okay, that one was quicker. I think I just need to wait for that thing to post now. Okay, I think that's posted. For those, anyone who's joined, I can't see you yet because I'm still posting the links right now, so just bear with me for a moment here, and I'll be done in a second. Let's see. Come on, post. Did it post? I don't think that posted. I think I may have posted to the same story twice. It's always a possibility here because I'm not seeing anything yet, so bear with me. Okay, it's posted there, so that's good. And it's posted there, so that's good. We're set. And I can come back to here. I can exit, change over. And then, okay, I think I posted. BG, what's going on? What's shaking? Thanks for joining. I'm just doing the regular, trying to post those links, and I think I've got it everywhere. And then I click on all messages. I'll hit a few of these. How do we do that? Heart, smileys. Apparently those are good for the live. Oh my goodness, and I'm going to keep going in still about 5 minutes. I was putting it out there for 9:30. I need some water though before we start for sure. And then close that door too. Sounds good. We're almost set. This is almost going too smooth right now. Almost going too smooth. I feel like the cornflakes now are going to be the add-on to every live. Even though we're not being sponsored by them. Okay, so I've got that. We're going to need our sauce. I think I have everything we want over there. What kind of sauce do we want? We want barbecue or mustard? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm out of that now, too. Jeez. Not again. Not again. Really? Apparently we're not making any sauce because I don't have brown sugar. What? How is this possible? Aha! When in doubt, go to the secret stash. Look at that, right there. It's exactly where, whoops. It's exactly where that mustard powder was. AB, good to see you. No, you know what? I did the cornflakes just as a little, trying to get Kellogg's attention over here. But no, we're not doing cornflakes. Cornflakes are not part of the equation tonight. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of sauce to make. So it's Saturday night chicken wing night. Is it 9? It's almost 9:30. It's 1 minute to go. It's Saturday night chicken wing night. I have no choice. I have to make these tonight. They've been in the fridge for a few days, so when I cut that package open, I'm going to know if I'm really cooking chicken wings tonight or not. It's just a decision to be made. 3 sauce choices tonight. I can either do like a southern style honey mustard. It's going to be a little bit spicier than normal. I can do kind of a basic Memphis style barbecue sauce, or I can go with the old faithful. Instead of making it and cooking it, I can go with just the regular PC gourmet barbecue. Is that regular barbecue? I don't use it much. It's full. It's been in there a long time. So it's probably going to be viewer's choice tonight whether we go with that. I brought out stuff that I could do either or. All 3 sauces and have a super sauce. I don't know how that would taste. I mean, I have the kind of tomatoey with the mustard and the honey. Yeah, it could be interesting. That could be interesting. What I will do though is get started on the spice. This way, just going to set that up. So I've got that phone so I can see questions coming in. Now, that's the teaspoon. I want to, oh, I might need honey. We'll see. I might need honey. The super sauce, eh? Wow, okay. Man, people don't lie, we're doing the super. If you guys remember, so today I have mustard powder. If you guys remember from the cornflake chicken the other night, I was looking for my mustard powder, couldn't find it. I thought I had it. I was stunned that I ran out. I was really surprised. So I went out and I bought more, and I popped it into an old jar. Yeah, the video super sauce wings, I like that. So get this, I couldn't find that mustard powder, right? So I went out and bought more. Couldn't find my smoked paprika, went out and bought more. Celery salt, went and bought more. Frustrated that I looked everywhere, so I thought. And then I even looked in this cabinet, but I didn't look far enough back. So what I've got in this bag is I've got everything, but the reason why I've got these in an extra bag is I've got nieces and nephews that are allergic to a lot of things, so I keep certain spices separate inside a Ziploc bag, inside a separate cabinet, and nothing else touches them when I'm cooking for them, to make sure I can keep things separate. So yeah, I know, yeah, the mustard powder, exactly. Thanks, AB. Mustard powder. I've got the oregano, the organic stuff in here. I've got smoked paprika. I've got garlic. Anyway, this is a super stash. I guess I stashed it inside that bag, so I can't use it. But what I also have in there is separate. This is a separate. It's not boom spice in here, but it's a really good mixture. And what I've put in this one, again, this is the allergy friendly for them, but I keep it separate. So if I'm going to cook, I can make chicken ribs. I could use this on steak, but not really, but chicken ribs, I could pork, things like that. So in this one, I've got this special type of this, what is it, organic dark brown sugar. And what does it show here? Non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, all this fun stuff in there. So what do I have in here? I've got brown sugar, salt, pepper, thyme, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, cayenne pepper, and that mustard powder. So this is really good, and I know it's labeled, separate cabinet, all good to go. Anyways, that's for them. I'll move the cornflakes aside, still keep them in the picture. We don't need any of that right now. This is just for our spice. So how many wings do we have there? About a poundish, right? I'll go 1.5. I'm going to do 1.5. I want to make sure we've got enough spice tonight. I don't want to mess around and come back later. So this is about, you guys know how I measure, right? It's 1 and a bit. No tap, tap, taparoo. The only one I'm going to measure though is that salt. Smoked paprika, that was about 1. I'll put in a little bit extra, 2 and change there. I had it backwards? I didn't even realize it. No, I figure if I got the cap on, you guys can't see my eyes, and yeah. Uncle Drew, F1, kill 1. AB, you can't ask that type of question, man. At least I thought you were going to put names on there that I, you know, that's good in a sense. Anyway, I got to make sure this. I've got the thyme bottle. This is celery salt, so I actually don't want to put in too much of this. Less than 1 teaspoon. That's good. So what I put in so far, I've gone black pepper, smoked paprika. I put in my mustard seed, celery salt. We're going to do our garlic powder. Oh. I can't, AB, I can't believe you just put that in. It took me a while to figure out. I'm glad I didn't read that out loud, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go through that right now. The first option, nope. The last option, nope. Probably option number, I don't know, man. I can't answer that on there, but it's not option 1. And anyways, what did I just put in there? I got confused. Garlic powder, my gosh. I pulled out a whole whack of spices here tonight. Oregano. I think these wings are going to be, oh, I want to put a little bit more. I was saying I was going to go about 1.5. Oops, on each one. Like I said, we don't measure. What's this one? Some basil. Yeah, I'm just making sure. That's 1 and change there. This is going to be a really good spice. Is this really thyme? I think it is. AB, hold up, hold up. This is a family show. This is a family show. And salt. We're going to do a pinch, not a punch. It's about a pinch right there. And what's this last one? This is really ginger. There we go. I'm trying to look at questions as they come through. 1. Oh, a bigger ball just dropped in there too. R-rated. I could do R-rated Saturday nights. Actually, that would be okay. R-rated Saturday nights. Yeah, this is going to be a really good spice. Now, especially since I have everything I was looking for from the other night, was the mustard powder and the smoked paprika that I thought I didn't have, but I had. Okay, I'll put the hat forward now. Is that better? We could do it forward. I like it. I just need I need a Stella, beer or girl, either one, or wine. And the wine's all the way in the basement. I'm not going down there, and I'm out of beer. Love that smell. I forgot, we needed to get that out. Kind of wash that. Leave that for a second. Rinse. I'm tired of having smoke in here, so I have to rinse that from the air fryer. Use a clean one of those. Yeah, I'm going to do the super sauce. You guys asked super sauce, we're doing super sauce. Hold it. Yeah. Nice. Buffalo chicken wings, love it. Love it. Is that Gavin? There we go. So we're set. So the beauty is that since these are going in the air fryer tonight to start, it's quicker. So I can do those a lot quicker. I'm gonna put on a glove for a second. You want a basement tour right now? What if the Wi-Fi goes out, BG, when we're in there? Okay, so I can't really cook the wings and leave it alone because I don't like to do that. Leave the even if it's an air fryer, I don't like to leave that alone if I'm in the basement. You want to do the wine tour before we start mixing the wings? What do you think? Or should I mix the? I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. We're gonna add. Check these wings out, by the way. 30% off, and we all know 30% off tastes 30% better, right? I think so. Okay, so I know what we'll do. I'm gonna add the wings in a pot. I'm gonna season them. I'm gonna leave them set for a few minutes. Then we'll do the wine tour. That's what we're gonna do right there. Love it. Great idea. So we'll give you that wine tour. You can see what I've got down there. You can give me your opinion on what's down there too. What the hell? We're gonna have lots of spice. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. So we know here. Yep. Just give me a minute here. We're going to season those up, so I can't really turn the phone right now. I'm trying to read as those are coming in. There's going to be a lot of seasoning here. Wings have to be seasoned. You realize we're only 4 subs right now away from 3,000. How huge is that? From 3,000. Our growth is becoming exponential. It took October, November, December, January, February. It took 5.5 months to get 1,000. Then it took about 3.5 months to get to 2,000, and now it's about 2 months and a couple of weeks to 3,000. It's huge. I'm stunned. 3,000. 3,000. That's why those Vegas videos were pretty good. So these are seasoned to the nines right now. This is really great. You could have done them in dill pickle juice as well, but not a biggie there. As long as they're seasoned here really well, we're gonna be good to go. Yeah. AB, I actually have another channel. Speaking of which, from social media and watching all this stuff, backup channel. So there's actually a backup channel out there. I have it. That one's got, I think, close to 400. I just started that one a couple months ago, and I don't post too much there, but it's more of a backup. I'm actually going to be going back to Vegas to film more content. I was going to go up to Toronto, Canada today and go to the CN Tower and film, and then I saw what kind of prices they want. Anyways, we're done there. We're going to leave those. Let's go on the wine tour. Give me a second here. We're going to do the wine tour right now. We're doing a wine tour, Saturday night wine tour. We're not even in a winery. But let's do that. I don't think I need to bring both. I think I can leave that one right there. No, easy, Mike. We don't want to get, not too. So I don't think I need to bring the, actually I will bring the light. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna bring the light. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the whole damn tripod with us. That's what we're gonna do right here. So we're going on a wine tour now. It's been requested. It's been requested for a wine tour. So let's go. Oh shit! What am I tripping on? Let's go do this. You know what it is? It's I have an extension cord. We're not going to be bringing the light because the light's on a. Sorry for those technical difficulties right there, but I thought I was bringing the tripod, and apparently I'm not because the frickin' thing is attached to a light. I might be able to bring my, what do you call this thing, the gimbal? And I think the gimbal has a light on it, so bear with me here. I'm just going to, okay, so I just figured this thing out, so hang on. I haven't used this thing in a week, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Which side was up? Is that up? Is that? I think that's up. Yeah, that's up right there. And then this light, there's a magnet somewhere. Is that the magnet? Which way do I want the, I think I want it that way, right? How do I turn it on? I think I needed to charge it. I probably didn't charge it. Okay. Fuck. I thought we were gonna have light. Fuck it. We'll go with whatever light we have. Let's go. Fuck it. We're waiting too long. Let's go. I think I've said fuck it now 6 times. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try not to trip anywhere. Okay, here we go. We're going into the basement of hell. I have a 14-foot putting green over here with 6 holes. I need to turn on this light. Hang on. And there's going to be more light, I think, in here. Now, I'm hoping that we have internet right in here because we are in the, where's the light? Okay. I'm going to see if I have any ways to look at messages here. I don't know if you guys are there. I have no idea because I can't see. Oh, there it is. I got an AB message. Now I know we're good. Okay. So I'll try and stay out of the light. What do we have here? I haven't actually looked in these things in a long time. What do we have? Where do we start? Oh my gosh. The body's actually in the other side of the cold cellar, but we don't want to go back in there. So what do you want to see, BG? Where do we start here? What do we have? I don't know, whatever that one is. That would be a start AB with blonde hair. Long memory, trust me. What's this one? BG, you can look at the names. I don't know what I'm looking at because I'm trying to make sure I don't drop them and trip and fall down. What's this one? That's a Emeroni. I don't know, some vintage thing, some 2013, I don't know. Well, you make a selection, BG, as I'm showing them to you. Oh, there's just a classic Behringer. What's this one? I think we've got the other case over there. What's that, a Firestone? What year is that, 2014? What's this one? Oh, that's just a regular Massey, nothing big. Hang on. I think we want to get the other, we've got the classic Camus. What's that, 2011 on the Camus. What do we have here? Chateau Pipou, 2011, Chateau Pipou. I think that's a good one, actually. What's this? This has got to be a cheaper one, I think. That's a Malbec. Interesting. Not really a big Malbec fan. I think I just got that a while back. Okay, what's in this one? I think we've got some better ones over here. Let's see what we have. What's this one? Oh, we got another Behringer. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, what's here? What's here? I don't even know which one this one is. Do you know this one? Whoops, not that. What's this? I can't read. It's a 2010. Some cab 2010. I'm not sure that one. What's this one? Cupcake. I think that's okay. 2011 Cupcake. Interesting. I had a Cupcake in 2011. Well, we're not having champagne. We don't need that. What's this one? Oh, just a classic Mondavi. The Jackson Triggs Merlot. I wish that's the one I crack open. There's another Mondavi. Nothing big there. And Ravenswood. Okay. I feel like I'm missing a case here. There's a case missing. What's this one? Stag's Leap. Not bad. Now, yeah, exactly. Where's that? Where's that cheat? Where's the case? There's a case missing. Someone's been in here. There's a case missing. Where's that case? I don't know. I don't know if I want to drink red wine though. Because if I only have a glass, I'm going to feel bad for doing that. I'm only going to end up having a glass. So if you guys have a selection right now, tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to get nothing. We'll go with water. I'm not opening a Behringer. I need something cheap. What was the cheap one? I think these are all a waste to open them up right now. Really? Okay. Never really drinking. So what was that one? I don't even want to open a Behringer. What's the cheapest shit I have here? I want the Jackson Triggs. That's what I want. And I don't have a Jackson Triggs. That's embarrassing. I should have a cheap. You know what? I know what I have. This is great. This is great. I know what I have. I just thought of this. I just thought of this, what I have. This is money. This is gonna be money. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Check this out. Let's get you back up here. You know what I have? I just thought of this. Hang on. Let me plug everything back in so we don't lose power here. First and foremost, this is just a memory of a champ. So apparently I just pulled out the wrong charging cable. This is memory of a champ. This is great. We'll get back to our wing cooking so we can do that sauce. Check this out. That is true. That's a great point, AB. You know what I have? Look what I remembered we had up here. Jackson Triggs, baby. And we've got enough for a glass. Graphics, great to see you, my man. Jackson Triggs is in the house. Does anyone remember where the wine glasses were? There they are. Now you know how infrequently I'm drinking. That's true though. I should have had the Camus for the channel, you're right. But we'll get through this. We'll get through this Jackson Triggs first. So we'll leave this tonight's sponsor. We can move the gimbal. So we got to get these wings in. Otherwise we'll be waiting way too long. So let's take care of this right now. And then we're going to do the push and pull later on. JT and cornflakes. You know, they almost kind of seem like they go together. The JT and the cornflakes. Classic. So what I do here is I use this parchment paper on my cutting board so I can lay this right down on top of it and not have to think about cleaning this right away. I can just simply take that off and go ahead and use it up. Thanks, Graphics. You're one of the OGs as well with AB and BG and Sean and Off the Rails, and yeah, absolutely. Graphics, if my memory serves correctly, you had me making the Jamaican jerk chicken months ago. Is that right? Is my memory right? I'm just going to put these in the air fryer, but let me know, am I right? I think you had me making the Jamaican jerk chicken first time on air. I'm waiting for that response. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Graphics. That was a good one. That jerk chicken, when I made that sauce, I was having jerk chicken for a couple of weeks because I made so much of it, but the flavor was just off the charts. It was that good. And I think, well, give me a second here. You might not be able to hear me. Yeah, that recipe was off the charts. I think this sauce recipe is going to be off the charts because the consensus here was to make, what do we call it? BG? You came up with a name, or was it AB? Let me see if I can scroll back up. You guys came up with the name. I have a feeling we're going to finish this glass and we're going back down to the cellar. Do they call it a cellar? Yeah. Where's that name? You called it, was it a super sauce? I'm trying to scroll back up here. It's definitely R-rated. I'm seeing the R-rated Uncle Drew tonight. Where is it? Where is it? No, BG, I just saw the comment about swinging the sticks today. No. The last few days, though, I've been playing well. The super sauce. I think that's what we're calling it, right? The super sauce. Super sauce, yes. No, I didn't swing the sticks. I just saw that comment. Cheers to whoever else is drinking Saturday night, by the way. That tastes like ass. I should have gone with one of the other ones. What was I thinking? Okay, super sauce. So now, by doing the super sauce though, I'm going to have to use a blender. Now that's because I'm using, what's this from? If I was using garlic powder and onion powder, I wouldn't really need the blender. Atta boy, BG. Actually, I was thinking of you guys the other day. I'm wondering if I can incorporate one of your products into like a brownie or something, or one of the dishes. I think I could. I think I could. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, CPG, that's what I mean. When I open up that wine, I'm not drinking it fast enough, so I feel terrible if I open up one of those better bottles. I'm going to have a glass maybe, because you're going to see in about 5 seconds, I'm going to turn blood red just from that little sip. And I feel bad about wasting it. And that's a lot of the time why I don't do that. Tequila though, maybe I could cook with tequila. I think I could. just trying to keep my eye on those comments as they come in. Yeah, that JT, what do I do with that? Let me get those in some oil. Yeah, I need, speaking of knife skills, graphics, thank you. I think I need new knives, but what I'm trying to show here is that people can do things with whatever they have. If the pan, look at this pan. Look at my favorite pan. I have to toss this though. I mean, we're talking, this thing's done, screws are off, that's gone. So that's gonna be gone, but new knives would be nice. I'm gonna turn that on. New knives would be nice. I don't know which one's gonna go faster here. Let's try the front one. We're gonna try the front one. No, it's not a knife. Exactly. I know the line of the movie that you're referring to too, AB. Which I think is great. Well, I gotta be careful. That we don't want to lose the great JT, do we? Yeah, thanks, graphics. Absolutely. I agree that we can cook with, you know, my saying is give me a pan, give me a knife, give me a wooden spoon. I'm just watching again that I don't want that wine to go over. I wouldn't want to lose the great JT wine. Yeah, give me a pan, give me a knife, and a wooden spoon. Whoa, why is that smoking? Oh, it's because I haven't cleaned that in ages. Yeah, I was thinking maybe on the turkey for Thanksgiving. I've got the Wellington I've got to do as well. Oh my gosh, look what I did buy though for Thanksgiving. I am thinking of you ahead of time, so I stocked up on the old pumpkin puree because we're making pumpkin pie, pumpkin muffin, pumpkin spice, everything. I know some of you guys really love the pumpkin spice. This is actually on sale. And I've taken an easy route and cherry pie filling too. Just giving our little wings a check there too. Yeah, I need to, BG, for sure. Yeah, I've got to wipe that down for sure. Yeah, the pumpkin pie. I actually have a pumpkin pie on my channel already. If you check that one out, there's a long video out there from last Thanksgiving. That's basically just when I was starting out the channel. So you can check that out, but we're going to be making a new one on pumpkin pie. I'm actually going to go, I want to golf tomorrow, but I've also got to get in the apple picking. Apple picking has got to be key right now. This is for the super sauce. Heat is too high. That heat was too high, I just took it off for a second. Yeah. You guys want to see that sizzle up close and from out of the stove? See that? It's so hot, but that's okay. Actually, that seems like it's working pretty good. So the other thing that I do need to get, or that I want to get, is I'd like to get one of those single burners for right here. That way we can zoom in and cook right here. There's no fan, but oh well. We'll improvise. I forgot about our jalapeno since we're doing the super sauce. So if we time this right, those wings will be good. I think I scrolled up by mistake. So, what's that? Oh, that's a light. So, seeds or no seeds? That could be a possibility, graphics. That would certainly go along with the name, I guess, too, wouldn't it? There's so many things that thumbnails, right now, the reason I haven't gone and invested in it is, or even invested in anything, is because we want to make sure that this channel is going big first before investing a lot of dollars and cents into it. So that's why I'm still using the same iPhone. I haven't added in anything else, no other expenses. But I'll certainly keep that in mind, graphics. Oh, we missed a piece there. That came out of nowhere. Oh, too kind, graphics, too kind. Check out our garlic and our onions. Jalapenos. So this is going to be a hotter sauce. I think I've got everything we wanted from there right now. Whoops. I've got 2 brown sugars. Problem is now is I've brought that brown sugar out. This one, the organic one. So I've got to be careful. Since that's for the nieces and nephews, the allergies, I've got to be careful what else I'm going to touch. So I've got to put that away just to be safe. I mean, everything out here is okay, but I got to be safe with that sort of thing too. Especially if the family is watching and they're going to say, hey, what did you do with all that allergy-friendly stuff? Like, it's severe enough that I've got to be careful. Just taking a look over at that air fryer and those wings. Low and slow. Karaoke. Whew. I think I got a few seeds in their graphics, but not too many. And you're right, I should have kept more. So it's so severe, I've got to be careful enough that I don't even put utensils in these bags. That's good enough there because I still got brown sugar right there. He ain't nothing but a hound dog. You guys want to come in for a look? Should I bring the camera in, or is this good enough right now to see what this sauce is going to do? Where did that one go with the pictures? Ain't nothing like, oh yeah. Elvis, I got that from back in the day. I actually have Elvis CDs. Again, I'm older than all you guys. So we've got this stuff ready. Nice low flame. Sugar. In. Did you catch that, AB? I said sugar. In. This is the sauce going on right now, yes. AB, are you wondering about the voice? If you got a big rack, lay it down flat. Yeah. Yeah, BT, this is the sauce going on right now. Honey, salt. We're making super sauce. I need cayenne as well. If it's a super sauce, we're going super. Cayenne, smoked paprika, honey, salt. We've already got garlic. We need mustard powder. Oh shit, they both show time. I already went through this once, didn't I? That's celery salt. I need a marker. Anyone have a marker? Nice and slow. I could use ketchup in this sauce, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use tomato paste here. I was going to use some Worcestershire. Yeah, soy could be really good in there as well. So let's get a little tomato base in there right now. Yeah, I could use ketchup, but why? Well, that's looking good. What was this again? I wasn't watching. Do you want to see the sugar? Check this out right here. So this is where we're at right now. Our little concoction is going on. Not much to it right now, except we've got the hot. Use about a half a can. All those wings are down to just 3 minutes, but I'm going to give them a check. Now we can turn that heat up just a touch. So if anyone was watching what I've put in already, because I'm going to forget, I don't need either one of those. Put those away. We don't need garlic powder because we have fresh. Those are the wings beeping. We can leave that sauce alone for now. I'm just going to whip out the wings here so you can check these out. Not done yet, but check these guys out right now. Air fryer. So I don't need to turn them, but I'm going to. It's the beauty about the air fryer is it does all the work for us. I hope someone's keeping track of where I was in terms of adding the spices in for that super sauce tonight. The super Saturday night sauce. Perfect. Looking nice. Okay, where was, am I missing any questions? No, the air fryer AB. That's good graphics. I gotta get reminded about that soy sauce, Worcestershire. Air fryer, if you want them crispy, they can be right on crispy. It depends on how crispy you want them. So they could be juicy, crispy, really crispy. I'm not a fan of going where they're like super crunch. I feel like that dries them out too much. Ugh. I was looking for my paper. So what's the wings? I actually did that on a video posted earlier today about the, I'm calling them, instead of calling them brioche, I'm calling them like my brick buns. That freaking knife thing, like, oh no, I put it right in the sauce. Can you believe that? Have I added this in yet? Was anyone watching? Did I add this in? This is the time. I don't think I did. That's looking better. Let's turn that down a little. I don't think was anyone watching? I don't think I added it in. We're adding it in now. We're adding it in now. Thyme in. Put a little shake of pepper. See, I'm putting it all over there as I go. Which one? Oh, this is our mustard. This is because we're going a little different. This is our super sauce. I'm going to leave cayenne for now. I'm not big. We're going to just put even a smaller pinch this time. For you graphics, a little bit of soy. And Worcestershire. I'll bring you in. Want to see this? I'm sure you guys want to see this. You got to check out the sauce because thanks to the great viewers earlier on this evening, they named this the super sauce. Well, I'm not worried about gluten-free for myself, AB. Let's be clear about that. I didn't want ginger. We already did the salt, so we're good there. I'm going to give a little splash, not too much of vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar. I'm interested because this is the super sauce. We've combined. I may add some water to it because it is thick right now. Let's get a little bit of honey. Honey for the money. I may even add another splash of vinegar since I'm not measuring. I just got a smell of this. This is starting to smell really wild. And now we're going cayenne pepper. Right there. So it's giving the sauce enough time to simmer while the wings are finishing up in there too. So this is fantastic timing. Let's get some water. Just add a little splash at a time. And if we added too much water by mistake, you can always mix in a little bit of cornstarch with water and then slowly add it in if we need to thicken it back up. But this is still pretty thick, so I'm going to add in a splash more. And if I need to add more spice, I certainly will for the sweet and the spicy. It smells really good right now. The super sauce. The super sauce. Okay, we're looking good. Yeah, you're right, guys. It does need to be a little bit more water. You're right. Let's see how this turns out. I've added in that last bit of that water. I measured out about a cup of water. We may add just a touch more. Otherwise, it's going to be coated in it. Let's see how that turns out right there. That's looking better. Yeah. Now, because I've got chunks of jalapeno and garlic and onion, I could throw it in the blender afterwards as well. I don't have the hand blender. Yeah. And our wings are pretty much done. Yeah. I just hit the stop button on the air fryer and let them have 2 minutes inside there doing nothing else. So this is our sauce right now. I'm really anxious to give that a try. Yeah, you're right, exactly. I'm going to give that just a little taste first to see heat-wise where we're at. I won't add too much more cayenne, but that's got a really good sweetness. I'm not going to do any more salt because I really don't think it needs it, but a little bit more pepper. And this sauce is going to get better by the day too. We'll add another splash of our smoked paprika. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's good. And can I reach this one? Yes. This is going to be a killer sauce now. Now, are you guys dippers or are you a mixer? You like dipping in the sauce? Because I do them a couple of different ways here. I'm going to pull this thing back out now on the sauce and the wings. There are times where I've got a Creole butter recipe as well on the YouTube channel. You could fry them up in that after they're cooked in the air fryer, which is fantastic. I think that's a good angle, and I hope our lighting is still good. Or have the sauce on the side and just simply dip them is another way. I don't know if you guys do that at all or much. We can bring our wings out. Or toss them in a bowl. Got to use glass for the people. You guys can see them. So AB, these are pretty crispy. I know BG wants to see the knife. I could get them crispier if we wanted to, but I think these are a really good texture right there. Sauce looking good. Solid. Sauce, solid. Check this sauce out here. That's got a great flavor. Wow. Yeah, that's got spice. That's making me hot. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, there's some good spice in there. There's some really good spice in there. It's going to turn that heat off and leave it for a minute. Leave it for a minute. Not too long, because it's ready. So we've got some spice left over from the wings too. Actually, I want to try one of those wings without the sauce on it, and see what that's all about. See if they're worthy. This sauce is killer. Like, I'm getting the flavors right now. So this is the push and pull. Are they cooled down? It's still bloody hot. Holy gosh. The push and pull. The push and pull. I don't want to say I invented it, but it's the push and pull. It's so hot though. You know what? I can't do it yet. Too hot. I'm gonna burn. I can't do it. This sauce is really good. The super sauce. You guys just named a new sauce. The super sauce. This is incredible. The super sauce was invented on Saturday, September 23rd at approximately 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Yeah. Well, Graphics, thanks for the encouragement to be adding in more spices, because the first time I tried it right there, it was good, but it wasn't great. It was lacking. And you kind of pushed me off the cliff there to add in a little bit more and respice. Wise move. Yeah, this has got kick. Check this out. I'll just show it to you. Look at this. I'm going to go on the camera here so I can make sure you guys are seeing it. Let's see, right about here. I think you guys can. So we've got some chunk of jalapeno in there and a little bit of onion. That's okay though. I mean, again, if I want to get that puree, throw it in the blender. I'll see if I angle down. You guys can see this a little bit easier and a little bit better. There it is. See that? We could, but the texture on that is still good. And let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be fantastic for these wings. Let me see if I can bring that back. I'm not sure if the tripod is on the right height or what. Nonetheless. Turn that fan off. Okay. We ought to try one of these without the sauce. The push and pull. Grab the flat, grip it, and then push it down like this. It's so hot though. I knew that was going to happen. So if you push it down without burning your fingers, and it's like you've got a little drumstick now anyways, and then you just simply, it's going to burn so much, and then just pull it off. So that's the push, and this is the pull. Ooh. Boom! Okay. The wing on its own is fantastic. I am going to add that sauce though. Yep. Wow. Okay. So the beauty is I'm going to have sauce now that I can keep. So let's give that a nice amount. Those will be coated really well, a little bit more. The sauce smell right now is just incredible. Now, I don't have a ranch, but I do have a Greek yogurt. BG, I think you can smell these all the way out in your neck of the woods. Like these are, you got to see these up close, guys. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. How good are these going to be? I'm not big on the ranch. I'm more of a blue cheese. But look, in a pinch, if you don't have either one of those, and you've got a Greek yogurt, use a Greek yogurt if you want to. But I don't think we're going to need either one of those right there. Those are steaming. I was going to put them inside a, thank you, Graphics, absolutely. A basket with some paper, but no need. No need. Let's get all these drumsticks out on the sides first. There's going to be extra sauce left over. Now, when I've got wings like this that I've made, and we've got the sauce like this, never ever throw good sauce like this out, because I'll tell you what we can do. If you have, say, chicken breast, you can go ahead, once this cools down, toss the chicken breast right in there. If you've got chicken thighs or drumsticks, go ahead and add it right in. And then you'll have super chicken without wasting any sauce at all. I know I've got them, Graphics. Oh, that's not smart. That's not smart. Those are going to be super hot. Like temperature-wise. Spice-wise, it's there. The these are gonna be off the charts. Off the chart. I think you guys should take a look at these up close. Now we got the finished product right there. My shoelace is untied, so make sure I don't trip. Check this out here. Let's come right in. Those are the wings right there. Check that out. Super sauce wings. That's what we've called them. Super sauce wings. If I get closer, can you guys smell those? I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that, I think. Yeah, those I think they're gonna taste even better than they look, and they look pretty freaking incredible, I think. Super sauce wings. Super sauce wings. Man. The only question is, like, the drum or the flat right now. I don't know which one to go for with the sauce. The drum or the flat. Yeah. Yeah, graphics, thank you. Yes, BG, yes, thank you. Like, these are, wow. They smell so damn good. Look at all the sauce we've got left. Like, I've got enough. If I want to make another, I would say, with all this sauce here, I could do easily, I'd say, 3 more batches of wings with the super sauce. I could go ahead and like I say, chicken breast, drumsticks, thighs would be fantastic. So I could jar that up, and that'll be good for, I'd say, 10 days in the fridge. Super sauce, actually, that reminds me of BG. We should take that photo right now, I think. It's a great idea. Bear with me for a second here. I need flash on. Right there. One more. And then, what's this, portrait mode? I don't think it has it on this phone. There we go. When I found out about portrait mode, whoops, what did I just do there? I want to try them, but they're going to be hot. Oh, smell that spice, the sauce coming out. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the push and pull on this one. It's going to be too hot. Too hot, I'll burn myself. Yeah. I'm pretty much ready to go though. I mean, I can't, how can we be looking at wings like this and not get right in them? Super sauce wings, thanks to the viewers. BGAB, I think you guys named that one. Graphics, the coaching along the way. That wine is not tasting the best. Okay, I think it's, I want to say it's time, but I think it's just time to cowboy up here and give them a try. No push and pull. I think I'll go, I was going to go drumstick. No, I'm going to stick with the flat again. That's so hot. I'm burning my fingers right now. Okay, I'll go back to the drumstick. We got to try them. Boom! Come on. Wings are off the charts. I'm going to go in and demonstrate the push and pull again. So grab the flat. I'm going to burn myself. I don't care. It's what I'm willing to do. I'm so hot. My fingers are burning still. So grab the flat. Take your flat, grip it, and then simply push down like that. See, the fingers burn right about that point, but you basically created a drum, so you do the pull. Boom! 3 booms, BG. 3 booms. And I think that's because we had super sauce wings tonight. I wasn't even going to eat these, and I was going to save them, but they're off the charts. Like, come on. Look at all the spices and flavors we put in these super sauce wings. I think I dropped a bone on the floor and all the excitement of the boom. The good part is with the push and pull, that's a clean bone. Like, we didn't waste anything. Like if you're not doing a push and pull, I don't know if you're living. Your graphics, they are like that. You guys want to see the push and pull again? I mean, again, I think I got some jalapeno in my eye right there on the boom, but it's kind of starting to burn. Take it flat, grip it, push it all the way down, burn your fingers right about there. And then you just pull it. Unreal how good those are. I'm not going to lick my fingers. Those are just too good. Super sauce. So I need somebody in the CPG industry so we can bottle this up and sell it. We just created a super sauce, and we named it super sauce with those wings. That spice, this spice right here, this spice mix, that's super sauce. So it was a combination of barbecue sauce and oh, that freaking thing almost went down right there. Sean would have missed that. Barbecue sauce and a honey mustard sauce combination. Like it's not burning, but it is spicy on the lips. Like if you can't take spice, I don't think you're gonna want to eat these. But the flavor in there is incredible. I think the neighbors must think I'm whacked out here, but 3 booms, like that got 3 booms. I don't know if any dish has gotten 3 booms like that before here. Like it's every time I eat a wing, there's a boom. Yeah. Uncle Drew's super sauce. I'm already seeing it on the jar, BG. We won't have the JT. In fact, I'm going to turn that around right now. I don't think they're worthy to be on the counter at this moment. They shouldn't be there. That was, maybe it's because it was like 6 weeks old, but these are pretty freaking great wings. Like I don't know what to do, how good these wings are. So for anyone who's just joining us on the live, this was an imposter KFC spice mixture. And you have to go back and watch the live to see everything that I put in there, but it had everything from a little bit of salt, pepper, cayenne, smoked paprika, mustard powder, some oregano, thyme. What else did I drop in there? Celery salt, ginger. I think I had 9 or 10 different spices in that one tonight. And then the sauce, viewers named this Uncle Drew's Super Sauce. And it was a mixture of barbecue and honey mustard. So I used tomato paste. I didn't use ketchup in there. Added in a splash of vinegar. Started off sauteing some garlic and onions and 1 jalapeno pepper. And then a whole bunch of spice went in there as well. Again, to try and name the list right now of what I put in. We had mustard seed again. We had more honey. Worcestershire, I can't say it. Can anyone else say Worcestershire sauce for me? Some soy sauce went in there. I think I said cayenne, smoked paprika, black pepper. So we have a lot of spice, a lot of flavor in these wings. Like these are, I've made some great wings on the channel for everybody, I think. But I was asked that question the other night by longtime OG viewer Brad about what the worst dish was that I've cooked and what the best dish was that I've cooked. I think as far as wings go, these are now officially the best wings that have been cooked on this YouTube channel. And I've cooked some great wing recipes. This one, I mean, even the nice little flair of the sesame seeds, thanks to graphics, added to it. I mean, the wings are just, I really should have popped open the better one. Let me see, okay, if we've passed 3,000 now, so hopefully some people have shared, but if we've passed 3,000 now, I'll go down and get the other bottle of wine. Let's see. Nope, not yet. $29.97. $29.97. So if we get 3 more people, 3 more, that's it. And then it's viewer's choice in the wine cellar, what bottle of wine gets open. 3 more, that's all we need, 3 more subs. 3 more, we're so close to 3,000. And I wanted to be on live when it happened. Say thanks for everybody for subscribing and following. Might have to wait a few minutes, might have to wait a few hours, might have to wait a day, 2 days, I don't know. It depends on what YouTube does, yeah. You got 3 more. Say less graphics? What do you mean say less? Like speak, talk less? It's usually hard for me to do, I could try. Let's see, maybe we just need a minute or two and then all of a sudden magically the subs come on. I can't see on every different phone and all the lighting. I've got lighting. You guys saw all the lighting we've got going on. I'll finish this wine, maybe get into the better one. Yeah. As per usual, I'll have a lot to clean up. I'll check again right now. I'll check again to see if we crossed over 3,000. Oh my, 2,999 everybody, 2,999. One more. One more, we're going back to the wine cellar, and it's going to be viewer's choice to choose which one we're going to drink, because we're going to crack it open to celebrate that. Let's see, I'm going to do another refresh right now. I should have the laptop open. Look, I'll show you on this one right here. Look, check this out. Where is it? Right there. We're at 2,999 with almost 250,000 views in the last few weeks, which is just mind-boggling to me. That whoa, 3,000! Who was number 3,000? If you were number 3,000, please type a comment. Look at that right there, everybody. We did it live right there. Check that out. Can you see that? I'm going to get behind this camera so I can see that you guys can see it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Who is number 3,000? Who is number 3,000? I need to know. I mean, I'm going to tip my cap to everybody, all 3,000 subscribers out there. I'm sweating my thing off, but are you kidding me? We just hit 3,000 live. On this live with the Uncle Drew's Super Sauce Wings, we cracked 3,000. Brad, thank you, one of the OGs. Graphics, AB, I don't know if you're still out there, if you fell asleep, which is okay by all means. I know Sean was out there. Graphics, thank you so much for that. I'm just seeing the comments because there's that delay of like 30 seconds to a minute. I saw Gavis on there earlier on. Anyone else who's joined, freaking incredible to crack 3,000 right there. I need to see who it was. So if you're still in here on the live, I'm just curious as to who number 3,000 was. So Brad's saying we need to go get the Camus. Fuck it, Camus it is, BG. Let's go do it. Let's go for a walk. I'm going to tie my shoelace though. Let's go get the Camus. I can't believe we just hit 3,000 live. We're going back to the cellar. Let's do this. I hope this is still live. I just hit a button by mistake. I hope everyone's still there. I hit the button. Let's go do this. Last thing I want to do is trip going down these stairs. So I used to, by the way, with that green, thanks again, Brad, with that green, I was doing a minimum of 100 putts every night for 6 months. I don't know how many, 10,000 putts at one point to get my putting to where it is today. But anyways, we're looking for Camus. So if anyone remembers where that was, it would be easier. Is this Camus? No. What does the top look like in Camus so I don't need to pull out every bottle? That might be easier if someone else knew. That's the amber. There it is. We're going with this one right here. Camus 2011. Let's turn off these lights. Let's pop the fucking Camus. I'm going to try not to swear anymore because I'm swearing too much on the show, that is. If it's off camera, that's okay. So we're almost up. Okay. Let's hook this back up. We'll put this Camus right here. That is going to be a celebratory wine. Great idea, Brad, by the way. If you're not going to celebrate 3,000 and drink it then, when are you going to drink it? When am I going to drink it? Brad, you recognize this one? I'm gonna get a fresh glass too. What a number. What a number. I was so done with the 2000s. I think that is, Brad, I think that is. So, Camus. So, one of the first bottles I opened ever in the keg was on the dry run night, and I was out in section, what section was it? It was on the right side of the entrance to the kitchen. You know, we used to come out of the kitchen and then go take a hard right and go straight up towards those 3 steps. What were the tables in the middle? I can't remember. 40. There was Australia, came all the way around. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Anyways, I was there trying to open a bottle of wine, and I was doing this. I was scoring around, looking for the foil, and I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't happen. And Tap comes walking down, he was standing at the top of those 3 steps, comes walking down the steps, and he's walking by, he doesn't even stop, he's just walking by, and he calmly whispers on the walk by to me, and he says, Andrew, that's a screw top. As I'm in front of the table, trying to cut it open. Just doing what I did right there. Here comes the Camus. Here comes the Camus. Come on, Camus. Come on. Nice and slow. There it is. Leave that there for a minute. Wow. Now, should I put that in the decanter? That's the question. What do you think? Or should I just pour it and drink it? Think it's a pour it and drink it type of night? Or a decanter kind of night? I'll wait for your response since it's probably not even playing right now. I think I paused it by mistake, darn it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's use this one. It's a little smaller one. So what I usually do is I cover it up with plastic to keep any sort of dust out, and that way I can just rinse the outside, shine it up if there's dust on it. Perfect, okay. Let's do that. Oh wow, my camera here is way far behind. That's interesting. I'm hoping it goes live now. We'll see. There we go. We're back live on the camera here. So this way I'm going to be forced to continue to drink this. Let's move our spice. Now, this wine we're proud. We can have that front center. Wow, graphics, thank you. You know what? That smell is a lot better than the other one. Let's do that nice little swirl. I'm more spilling it. I don't want to spill any good stuff, so. Oh, cheers to 3,000. Everybody who's on here right now, everyone who's watched, subscribed already, and shared with all your friends. YouTube channel is growing big. Camus, cheers, triple boom, boom. Boom! Now this one I could keep on drinking. Sean, you're just arriving, trust me. I got a lot of wine left. We're going to be drinking for a while, I think. Sean, I'm going to show you something. Cheers, BG. I'll show you this Check this out, buddy. It happened live right on the, we got the 3,000. BG, that Camus is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know, like year-wise, I don't know if some would say is the 2011 a good year. I'm drinking that right now. It tastes phenomenal to me. It really does. It's great. It really is. Like the other one, I'm gonna open the door by the way here. I need some more air. The other one was old. I could tell it was old. Yeah, Sean, thank you for being there too. It's fantastic. Brad and AB named the sauce the super sauce. A combination of amazing flavors. This is really good. The other one I couldn't even stomach at half a glass. This one I feel like I can take down the whole bottle. It could happen, especially if we got to like say 3,100 tonight. Incredible. A lot of people on the live at one time tonight. Incredible. Like, all right, thanks, graphics again. I'm going to try not to because red wine really gets me. Yeah, anyway, I'll try not to. I say that as I'm already talking up the glass, though. Yeah, it is good. Camus is definitely good. I'm trying to remember when I got this bottle. I have a feeling I might end up drinking this whole thing and not playing 18 holes tomorrow, which is fine. Wow, yeah, this is good. The Camus is really good. Not really hot, but the Camus is really good. Yeah, it is. I don't know the year, whatever. I don't care the year. It's good. How about that? It's just good. Wow. 3,000 to happen live on air. We're looking to do it. I was looking to do it last night. Said if we got 3,000 last night, it was going to go live. It didn't happen. I said I've got to go live tonight, cook the wings, because going live is actually easier than cooking and filming and editing and posting. It takes up so much time. Here I can just throw everything together and cook, as opposed to having to film in different angles. But I said I gotta go and cook these wings tonight anyways, because I already had them in the fridge a few days, so they have to get made tonight. And now they're done, and we cracked 3,000 all at the same time. And Brad's great idea of cracking open the Camus to celebrate that. What a combination. What a combination. So I don't know what the next stop is, 3,001? Or is the next stop 4,000 to get excited about? 30,000? I don't know. I think one of these days, YouTube is going to let these videos go viral. I'm a numbers guy. I look at the analytics, whatever they track in terms of click-through ratios and view time and percentages. Yeah, thanks, Brad. Yeah, it all says it's good. Whenever it happens, it happens. Otherwise, right now, we're just having some fun with some wine. 3,500, 5,000, I love it. Okay, I'm starting to chug the wine. That's not good. Last time I was really drinking wine, like, look at this. I'm going to end up... What do you guys think? Should I just do the whole bottle in the decanter or what? Deal, Brad. Deal. Deal. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be a great deal. 10,000 for sure. And we do it live. We do it live, 10,000 live with all you guys, and we probably, with Sean too, we probably end up taking this this island and tossing it right out the door. I have a strange feeling this island would get airborne that night. Just saying. Either that or we kick the piss out of it, one of the two. This is really good wine. See the color? I don't know, you guys know better than me, but where is it? How does that color look to you? Does that color look okay? See that color right there? Does that look okay? It looks good to me, it tastes good to me. That's all I know. Absolutely, Sean, for sure. Yep. 5,000 is not 10,000, but we could do it. We could do it at 5, sure. 5 will be huge all by itself too. Yep. Yep. What a whew. Tons of spices, tons of everything. Yeah. You know, your word was kind of blocked out right there. So all I saw was the SLU to start with, and I wondered what you were bringing over. I'm not going to lie. And then I was kind of disappointed when I read it was sledgehammer, but I thought it was something else. That's where my mind is at. A sledgehammer. He's bringing a sledgehammer. I thought he was bringing something else. That's terrible. Maybe that's why we don't get a lot of female viewers on here. I'm saying things like that. I don't know. The ratio, the breakdown of male to female viewership right now is about 61.5% to about 38 and change. There's another 0.5% that just doesn't even show up, but yeah, about that, about 61-38 breakdown right now, in that range. Yeah, I think I should move that camera back, unless I zoomed in by mistake. I don't know. So whenever I stand up, move that back a touch. Oh, there it is. I had it zoomed in for some reason. Maybe it was when I was doing the sauce. I'm not sure. Might be better. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Now, because I'm an addict, I'm going to check to see if we got the 3001 or if we stayed at 3000. Hang on. Still 3000. I'm just curious as to who the 3000 subscriber was. Like I said, I'm happy with everybody though. Not just number 3000, but everybody. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. We got the 3000. In less than a year, we got the 3000 subscribers on the channel. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 watching this joke of a kitchen right now. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Old man cooking, yelling at the screen. There's actually a really good video that I posted earlier on today about the brick buns. I'm calling it the brick buns. You call actually I still have one left. Check this out. Right here. You want to call them brioche? So I put it in here, and my brother was over as I was cooking the editing because we're going to be heading out to see a movie, but I was a little bit behind. So this is the, check this out. Still smells delicious, of course, but look at this. Look at this nice brioche bun. Those were made yesterday, and I posted a few. So we had some unscripted banter because he was speaking during it. We had that, and then of course I haven't posted it yet, but I've got a, I don't know, fried egg sandwich or something with it. I think the chicken burger, I can't remember if I posted that yet. I think I posted a photo of the chicken burger, the cornflake burger, but I haven't actually posted that video yet of the cornflake burger, but there is a video coming of the cornflake burger. Again, I don't know if it's out there. I can't remember what I posted and what I haven't posted. Cornflake burger picture with the brick bun. Fried egg sandwich with the brick bun again, and then of course we can use that brick bun with the wings tomorrow if I debone all these and make a brick bun chicken sandwich, a brick bun chicken wing sandwich. How about that? This wine's tasting really good, and it's still so early too. I have a feeling because I had no choice. Oh, you know what else? I have to freeze that beef too, darn it. I have to freeze the beef. I keep forgetting. This is not good. I know what I'm going to do right now before I forget. I can't, this wine, I can't cook with it, right? I'm not going to cook with Camus. So, if I'm not going to cook with Camus, that means I've got to drink it all. So I've got this beef right here. I should show you the new fridge. The new fridge came in 2 days ago. this beef, I bought it because 30% off. Again, 30% off tastes 30% better. Why wouldn't I buy 30% off beef? Yeah, exactly, Sean. That's a great idea. Yeah, debone the chicken, make a sandwich with blue cheese. That would be really good. That would be money. Absolutely. But I've got to freeze this beef. I was thinking about doing it yesterday, and of course I didn't do it. But I'll do it right now because we can, since we're here. Try and get it even right now. There, that took about 30 seconds to get our beef. So I got that beef 30% off. What was the price here? It was $24. So what's that? 16 bucks, 17 bucks maybe? Not bad for all that beef. So we accomplished a lot on this live tonight. We accomplished 3,000 subscribers. We accomplished great chicken wings spiced up. We accomplished a new spice name, the super sauce. I'm probably going to forget that. I need to remember the super sauce. And then we celebrated with this great Camus wine, which was completely unexpected. Because we went on a wine tour. I forgot, we went on a winery tour. It was Uncle Drew's winery tour, that's what we're going to call it, which was in the cellar. Really creepy. Someone said they thought they saw a body, blonde hair back there. Not true though, I wouldn't do that. We'll seal this up nice. Yeah, some hot sauce and blue cheese, Sean. But I'm not going to lie, we're getting a problem. Houston's got a problem with all this food. I'm not going to lie. This has been 8 months of eating like just like this. This is ridiculous. I should have thrown some spinach on the plate to make it healthy. There, I think that's good. We're sealed up now. That's good. I'm not going to need to date that because I'm going to use that in the next couple of weeks. Put this in the new freezer. There. Just like that, beef. New fridge, new freezer. It already feels like it's colder in there. Yeah. Yeah. I really didn't even finish this wing. I should. That was better. Yeah. These wings were really incredible. Like those are top notch. I would put those, if I had a restaurant, I'd put those on the menu right there, that super sauce. So I'm gonna have to remember that I combined both recipes right there with a lot of spice. And that recipe would be the super sauce wings right there. And I think I'd even make them hotter. I'd add in more jalapeno and more cayenne. And I want spice. I want people to come out. I want the girls to come out, the guys to come out, just sweating, dripping from eating those, but saying, "F that, the flavor was fantastic." Man, if anyone's close by, come on by for a glass of Camus. Jeez. That is really, really good. How much do I have left? Actually, that bottle's almost empty. And I've got, what's that, another 2 glasses maybe in there? Yeah. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. We hit 3,000. How did that happen? Just like that. Out of nowhere. Could have been people watching the live, could have been people watching the video, and all of a sudden, boom. People hit the subscribe button. Boom, 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 boom. Like, what was the number we were at? We were at $29.95 to start. $29.96, I think, and all of a sudden it was at 97 and 99 and 3,000. Live, on air. Incredible. Incredible. YouTube, we're going higher, baby. YouTube is taking us to new heights. Old men can learn new tricks. The Canis, though, it's fantastic. I don't know why I'm drinking it so fast. I can't slow down. Like, that's really good. The Canis is really good. Wow, let me adjust that camera and see my red face in a second here from this wine, because I almost tripped right there. I almost tripped. Serious, no lie. I almost tripped. And I got that towel too. Yeah, I almost tripped right there. Behind the camera, I almost tripped. Sean, you think we can, buddy? Like, how big? I wonder how big we can get this. I don't know. Are we going to get to 3,001? Are we going to get to 5,000? Are we going to get to 10,000? Are we going to get to 1,000,000? Like, I've got this, where is it? I've got this thing, which I don't, is an award. I'll cover up the logo, but I got an award. This was from 2021? Yeah, it was, oh, there we go. Gold Club, 2021, which was great. I have a lot of those from 2001 through 2008, and then 2012 through 2018, but whatever. I don't even care about that anymore. I care about YouTube, which is incredible. So there's options now where I'm looking at either November 1 or, no, sorry, not November 1. I may vacate where I'm at very soon, but it looks like it's going to be December 26th. So the options right now, it looks like the options are for 3 months, January, February, March. So December 26th up until probably April the 2nd or 3rd. So the options are possibly either Florida, Vegas, could be a combination of those two, London, England, and London, England also has a wingman of Spain or Australia. The award was something like doing a lot of mortgage business, Brad, which in my opinion wasn't a lot. Used to do a hell of a lot more. That was the first year I went out as a broker on my own. And it was great to meet it, but I mean, hell, in the past I did 10 times the amount of volume. That a previous, when I wasn't a broker, I was working in a company as a broker. But this was as a self-employed broker. And there is no mortgage business going on these days with the housing market. People don't know it, but it is a crash, and it's just gonna show its ugly head in the next, I'd say, somewhere between 4 to 12 weeks would be my guess, and into the spring of next year, because those rates are so high. But I saw this coming. That's why I started this YouTube channel a year ago, thereabouts, close to a year ago. It was October last year when the golf season was coming to an end. I filmed a couple of golf videos. I started filming a couple cooking videos. There was even a few where I took eggs, both raw and hard boiled, out to the golf course. Was filming some flop shots and full shots and whatnot. But I saw this real estate market a year ago that it was going to slow down, and now it's ground to a complete halt. And I said, I want to do something else. I need to do something else. A backup plan, a plan B. And it wasn't that YouTube was going to be the savior, because I still don't know how to make money on YouTube. Well, I know, I see the metrics, but I don't know how much. Well, that's a lie too. I did a mortgage for a client, YouTubers, back in 2017, and this will blow your mind. And I know who they are too. Yeah, it is a house of cards. Yeah, I'm seeing that comment now. So I did a mortgage for a couple of, is that a moth in there? Yeah, I'll get them later. I don't want to knock the wine over. So I did a mortgage for YouTubers, husband and wife. They were young. So this is I'm pretty sure it was 2017, 2018, in that range. Somewhere between 2017 and 2019. Again, I've had a lot of Canis, so I don't, trying to remember that. Anyways, their YouTube channel, they started this thing up before that. And at the time, then I spoke to them again in it would have been during COVID, in the summer of 2020. Their revenues, YouTubers, husband and wife, when they were at the time, I think 28 and 33 years old, their revenues at the time, if memory serves correctly, were nowhere to lie, $20 million a year. $20 million a year from being YouTubers. And what they started with was, if I'm remembering correctly, they started with a channel that was having a kid take a toy, sit down on the screen in the studio, unwrap a toy, play with the toy, describe the toy, what they liked, what they didn't like, how to use it, all that stuff. And channel took off. And then they grew into another channel, and now they've got an operation where they bring people in. And you're gonna ask, why haven't I called them yet? There's a reason for that though. They bring people in, they train them on how to make a YouTube channel successful. And from what I recall, they have them do a 3-year commitment with them and non-disclosures and all that stuff. They basically give them the secret sauce after working for them and with them for 3 years. I think at the time they were paying them salaries, I think it was 60 grand a year. And they do whatever they need to do, whether it was film, edit. And I look at the channel and I see what they do, and they're out there top 10 lists and a whole bunch of stuff. And like I say, the last time I spoke with them, because they were buying another property, they were at 20 million. And I saw the tax returns and the business financials and all that stuff. So they were bringing in tons of cash from YouTube. And I thought about doing it for mortgages, a YouTube channel. And at the time they told me a YouTube channel for mortgages probably wasn't going to get a lot of hits, it wasn't big. And I didn't understand why. And then I looked at it and I started looking at metrics and I realized, okay, yeah, how many, no matter what you're seeing from people doing, whether it's LinkedIn or YouTube or whatever for mortgages, it's a fucking loan. It's not difficult. What's your income? How much debt do you have? How much is your down payment? Is your credit good? This is what you qualify for. All the freaking bells and whistles people talk about for mortgages, about we have prepayment this and we have this and you need a broker to do this for you. That's all bullshit. What's your income? What's your debt? What's your down payment? Is your credit good? This is what you qualify for. Done. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. Oh, I need this, you need it. Fuck that. It's not hard. So I can see why a YouTube channel for mortgages really wouldn't be that big. I started one up just a few months ago to say that I had one. I started posting videos for that because I took what I learned from the cooking stuff and I was transferring it into the mortgage stuff, which is good to have it. But the cooking one is going like this. The mortgage one was like this, and I haven't posted in a while. Now I'm using LinkedIn. There's another part too, is that I was on a Zoom call months back. I want to say we're September, so let's say 6 months back. I don't know if you guys are even listening to this. Sean, no. In my opinion, no. I actually believe, like I said, in the next 4 to 12 weeks, I believe as long as rates stay where they are, which is elevated in that 6 to 7% range, and we're seeing a lot of lenders over the last 3-4 days, rates are actually starting to go like this again. Short-term rates, 1-2 year rates are, let's say, 6.25% to even 7%. 5-year fixed rates, somewhere between, I think it was 6.14 and 6.54, what I saw in 5-year rates. These are Canadian interest rates, mind you. U.S. operates completely different with mortgages. Get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, you're in, you're good to go for 30 years. Canada, though, got a whole bunch of different terms. Now, I can tell you about the U.S. mortgages as well, because when I was in Vegas for months back in 2022, I golfed with a president. This is so weird. I golfed with a president of a bank and his wife. And they asked me my opinion on the housing market at that time in Canada, and we talked about U.S. I learned all about U.S. mortgages because then the golf round turned into, after the golf round, having beer, and then it turned into another golf round the next day, blah, blah, blah. It turned out, and I'm not shitting you here, I still got his contact details. He actually said to me, because he wasn't from Vegas, but they were looking at expanding the bank into Vegas, and he said, if you want to talk about heading up our mortgage division in Las Vegas, let me know. And I said, I want to wait for the housing market to crash first, then we'll talk about that. So I still have his digits in there. I can't remember where I was going with this. It was about the YouTubers. Fuck it, not important, I can't remember. Too much Camus or not enough Camus? That's not enough Camus, that's what I'd say. Yeah, Brad, I don't understand it for the House of Cards. If I were going by today's standards, which we would have to, in, let's say, the GTA or BC, it doesn't matter, anywhere across Canada, using the qualifying rate. So the way they work it is, whether you guys know it or you don't know it, you may or you may not. So it's either the bank rate of 5.25% or your actual rate that you get, your contract rate is what it's called, because this is what they call the stress test rate. So it's either the bank rate, which is 5.25, or your contract rate, so the actual rate you get, plus 2%, whichever is higher. So with most fixed rates now, let's just say at 6% or higher, 6% plus 2 is 8 versus 5.25. That means you got to qualify at a rate of 8%, and it's more likely around 8.25. Even though your rate might be 6, you got to qualify at 8. So with that rate, the qualifying rate of 8%, for a $750,000 mortgage right now, if it's not a condo, because that's a whole different ballgame where you have maintenance fees, for a $750,000 mortgage, you need income of around, I want to say around $255,000, $260,000, and that's assuming you have no other debts. Okay, so $750,000 with a mortgage, where are you going to find a house? It's not in Vancouver. It's not in Toronto, because if you want to go to Toronto, Oakville, Burlington, let's say the average price, conservatively, 1.3. Let's say you find one for 1.3 million. 750,000, not too many people are earning 250, 260,000, even combined on family incomes. But let's say they do earn 260 grand combined. They qualify for 750, average price of 1.3. They need 550,000 for the down payment. Plus they need the closing costs, land transfer tax, legals, moving expenses. You're talking they need 650,000 to buy the $1.3 million home, get the mortgage of 750 grand, and that's going to run them around 4,800 a month right now. Throw in the heat, hydro, property taxes, 6,000 bucks a month net after tax dollars. Anyway, I just went on a mortgage rant. I go on mortgage rants when I drink, because I think our housing market is an absolute joke with where it's gone. The affordability is gone for people. They can't buy a house in Canada. Can't buy a house. Prices in Canada relative to the US are disgusting. I talk with my US friends, they tell me housing prices, whether it's Tennessee or, well, New York is different city, but Tennessee, go up to Louisiana, Texas, Vegas, Florida, our house prices are insane. I don't understand it. Actually, the house prices in Canada are insane, because they didn't say I was from Canada. That's the other part I learned. YouTube likes US viewers, US content creators. Yeah. Well, Sean, you'll get, the more I drink, you're going to get more rants. One of the statistics I read was all the stuff you'll see, whether it be on LinkedIn or in the news about house prices, it's all bullshit. You've got news reporters telling me about house prices. Really? I speak to the actual clients that are trying to get approved for their mortgage. If they got a mortgage 2 years ago and they bought it the absolute max, okay, let's say 2021 or early 2022, they bought it the absolute max of what they qualified for at that time when rates were lower. Today, September 23rd of 2023, they don't qualify. They qualify for about 40% less. So think about that. A year ago, year and a half ago, before rates really started getting jacked up, let's say they qualified for a mortgage of $900,000, and they took it. Well, if I go 30 or 40% less than that, what's that? Between $270,000 and $360,000 less. Well, guess what? They still have a fucking mortgage payment based on $900,000. And those who took a variable rate at 1.25%, now they're paying what, around 6? Prime at 7.25. Well, sorry, 7.2 at most banks. TD, I believe, is at 7.35 because they're higher, because they feel like they're a better bank, so they should have a higher prime rate. Their mortgage, but that's another fucking scam there in itself. They don't pass the savings off to the consumers. Now, Sean, if you've already waded through it this long, right now, no. If you're renting, I'm assuming that if you haven't bought, you're renting. Do the comparison and say how much are you paying in rent versus if you buy and you have the down payment, you have the income and all that shit to qualify for that. What's the mortgage payment going to run? I mean, again, use a rate of 6% minimum, but somewhere between 6 to 6.5. So use a rate of 6%. And as long as you've got 20% down or higher, so you've got the income qualified, you've got 60, you got 20% down or more, use a 30-year amortization and figure out what the mortgage payment is. Like I said, a $750,000 mortgage right now is about $5,000 a month, or I'm rounding up. But if we say 5,000 in taxes and heat and hydro, 6,000. If you're paying rent of 2,500, you say, great, let me go and buy something and I'll increase my cost to 5,000, 6,000 a month. Fuck no. Keep renting. Invest your money, even in a dividend-paying stock. No buy, sell, or hold, but dividend-paying stock, get 3-4% on that money, and keep renting. Let your capital grow. Let the housing market pull back 10, 20, 30%. If it does, I don't know if it will, but if it does. And then if you want to buy. Yeah, you own a condo. Yeah, I just don't see buying up right now. Not yet. No, that's just my opinion on it. You have too many real estate agents telling me that I'm the one who's messed up, but they're the ones out there pushing their clients to go out and buy another house and buy up and take on more debt. Yeah, great plan, right? Remember Mike Tyson when he said, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, how many homeowners got punched in the face in the last fucking 18 months when rates went from 1.25 up to 6.25? Where's that realtor now that said, you better buy now, you better buy now, yeah? 5% extra interest on $700,000 is $35,000 a year. Where's that realtor now saying, go ahead and buy? Fucking morons. This isn't good. I'm drinking now and I'm talking mortgage and I'm fired up. This is the most real talk you'll get. Used to be when I started in that business in 1998. We're looking to buy a house. Speak with a lawyer first, then speak with a mortgage broker, a mortgage specialist, then speak with a realtor. Instead now it's just, oh, let me buy now. I want to buy the dream home. Well, good. How are you going to fucking pay for it? I'll buy bidding wars. Bidding wars? Are you kidding me? Fuck. The poor souls that bought a house in 2021, 2022, and now they're bent over backwards because they're going to be underwater on that house value soon. It's not even that. I can remember the late 80s and the 90s and the 2000s when house prices went like this. From up here, because this is history repeating itself, went up, crashed, flatline for a fucking decade. And that's not just once. I can go back to the late 70s, 80s, 90s with the tech bubble, 2007, 8, and 9. Give me a break. Anyway. Yeah, Sean, more. Look at this. I can't believe how much Camus I'm drinking right now. This is ridiculous. I'm fired up. Camus is good. I'm waiting if there's another question. I should set the tripod and have a seat. I'm going to bring a chair over. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring a chair over. There's a chair. I'm going to sit down. I notice my neck hurts standing up and doing that. I hope you have a drink going on right now, Sean. Oh, feels better to sit down. I can actually pop this phone up on the decanter. That way I can see the questions a little bit easier. And I don't need to lurch forward. I'm going to take the hat off. My head's hot. That hat, I've got lights everywhere. I've got fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. Hot in here. That's better. He's going to go back to Vegas in a few weeks to film a little bit more content. But now I'm talking mortgages. Like I did a mortgage for a client that closed about a week ago, and we helped them out. We got the debts paid out, and it's scary that we qualified them at a certain time. Okay, you got a drink going too. Okay. It's affordability. There were many people that were thinking just buy a house in Canada because house prices only go up. Okay, that's great. What do I do though if rates go up and I haven't locked into something? And I had people tell me, I offered them a couple of years ago, they had the choice of a variable rate, or the US would say an adjustable rate mortgage, 1.25%. or so for US viewers or viewers around the world in Canada, there are many different terms. You can take a fixed rate on a mortgage for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 and 10 year, and even 25-year terms. Now, I know people in Canada were bitching and complaining about, oh, I only have this. There were 25-year fixed rates and 10-year fixed rates and 7-year fixed rates, but no one wanted them because they said they were higher and they were greedy fucks. So a couple of years ago, they had a variable rate option. There was the lowest I ever saw, I believe, was at 1.15, 1.15% variable. I got you, Sean, don't worry. A lot of people are getting a variable rate of 1.25%, a variable rate of 1.25. At the same time, the best 5-year fixed rate that I recall seeing in, I believe it was late 2020, early 21, was at 1.69. 1.69 following year, 1.69%. And I had people tell me, as I'm looking at this going, look, here we are variable, here we are fixed, a little bit, like less than 0.5%, 1.25, 169, 189 in that range. These are your options right now amongst the other terms. And you see, well, we can't really afford it if we go 169 or 189. So, well, you realize your variable rate is going to get there eventually. I don't know if it's going to be in a couple of months because rates were still low and they didn't seem like they were going to pop up. But eventually it was going to get there, whether it was 6 months later or a year later or 2 years later, it was going to get there. And they said, no, we want variable rates. Took a variable rate. Okay? Took a variable rate. Now, there's only a couple of banks in Canada that, as that variable rate goes up, the payment increases. You know what I should do is I should bring the camera closer. I think I'm happy. Be careful what I say. That's better. Order versus the 169, 189. So some banks, and really there's only, let's say 1, 2, that as that variable rate goes up or increases, their payment automatically increases as well. So really they get the pain of higher rates immediately, which I think is better. Versus the other banks that say, we're not going to change your rate at all, even though your variable rate has gone from 1.25 to now in a lot of cases at 6.2 or even 6.5. They don't change the payments on those mortgages. Well, what do you think happens if the rate is 1.25 or was 1.25 and now it's at 6.2? It's about a 5% difference in the interest rate. Well, if somebody has a $700,000 or $800,000 mortgage, and by the way, this is a cooking channel. But right now I'm talking mortgages because we got a mortgage and real estate subject, and that was my area of expertise. If you have 5% extra interest on an annual basis, and you have a mortgage of $700,000, you're in the whole $35,000. Well, that $35,000 of interest is added on to your mortgage now. So what they do in Canada is they'll extend the amortization of the mortgage. That's the life of the mortgage or amortization. And I'm not knocking any of the mortgage brokers or agents. I learned from the best, I really did. Excuse me. And I did a lot of business, I had a lot of experience. So they take that extra interest, add it onto the amortization, which is the life of your mortgage, which in Canada, in most cases, the max amortization is 30 years. What the big banks have been doing, though, is they said, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Client? We're going to extend your amortization arbitrarily to 50, 60, 70, 80 years. Well, wait a second, that's against the regulations. The regulators don't allow that. No, don't worry about that. We're going to keep your payment the same. We're just going to extend the life of your mortgage. Well, fuck, if I'm 40 years old and you tell me I have a 7-year amortization on the mortgage, I'm going to be paying this bill on 110? I'm going to be fucking dead for 20 years and I'm still going to owe a mortgage? How does this make sense? Now, the regulators a few months ago got wind of this and said, wait a second, big banks, you can't do that. You have to either increase the payment or the client needs to make a lump sum payment on their mortgage, get that amortization back down to the max of 30 years. Credit unions a little different. They'll allow 35 years, some 40 years. That's acceptable. For banks, not acceptable. So what's going to happen now going forward is the banks, as clients are renewing their mortgages, clients who've had rates that were at 1.25 that are now at 6.25 are going to say, your amortization was up to 60 or 70 years. We got to shrink it back down now to the max of 30 years. So A, cut us a check for all that extra interest, because if rates stay elevated for a long time, another year, and someone's payment hasn't changed, well, $700,000 mortgage, an extra 5% interest, $35,000 annually. If it's been like that for 1 year, that's $35K. If it's been like that for 2 years, that's $70,000 of interest. Because right now their entire payment is going towards interest. They're out a lot of fucking money. They're going to have to cut a check to pay off that extra interest, because more than likely it's not going to be able to add it on to the mortgage, so they won't qualify to do that. So like, cut us a check, and their payments have to go up, commensurate with the existing interest rate, whatever that might be. Well, so you're telling me if I'm paying $3,000, my payment might go up to $4,500, like a 40 or 45% increase, whatever the number might be. Well, I can't afford that, they're going to say. Well, fuck, it's tough luck. Sell the house. It's all fun and games as well. Everyone thinks the bank is nice. The bank's not nice. The bank's tolerant, but they're not nice. Not when you have to pay and you owe them money. Can't believe I'm talking mortgages. Fucking talking mortgages. I need more wine, Sean. Good part is BG and AB, they're all going to check back when they see the live posted tomorrow, and they're going to realize you and I stayed online here and we finished the fucking wine. Unbelievable. I don't know why anybody would buy a house right now. I really don't. If I'm in your situation, John, you say you have a condo, I don't know if you're looking to sell the condo and buy a house. People are getting to their max pain point very soon. It's coming. It has to. I mean, the debt to income level over here, I believe was at, I think it was $1.79. So Canadians had $1, I think it was either 179, 169, or 183, one of those. It was in that high range. For every dollar of income, they owe $1.79 of debt, or $1.69 or $1.83 of debt. Think about that. You owe almost twice as much as you make on an annual basis. So as interest rates go up, they've been using home equity lines and credit cards to supplement the incomes and the higher cost of living. Not only the mortgage, fuel for the car and groceries. Eventually that credit, and that's another part, credit on home equity lines is getting reduced another week, 8 days. They're going to run out, they're going to reach their max pain point and be forced to sell. Again, we haven't seen that in Canada in years. I've seen it. Years ago, I used to get the power of sale. So power of sale is foreclosure. US viewers or out around the world, foreclosure means the bank takes your fucking house. It's like monopoly. The bank says, sorry, again, we don't want to take your house, but we're going to, because you can't pay. So power of sale means you can't pay anymore. You haven't paid in a long time. And we're going to work with you. The bank's going to say, sure, they're going to work with you, but only for a certain amount of time. And if you still can't pay, they're going to say, sorry, we got to take the house. And we're going to sell it on the market. I used to get those power of sales or foreclosures and be able to hand them out to my top real estate agent and say, here, I've got a listing for you. Client's not paying, the bank said, here, Andrew, give this to your top real estate agent. There you go, top real estate agent, here's the listing. Go out and sell it. Not a lot of people today know about that. We're in 2023. That's going back to 2008, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I lived it. I know it. And that's not the first time it happened. It happened in the 90s and the 80s. And I worked with guys, I was trained by the guys that went through it in the 90s and the 80s and taught me all about it. And forget about private mortgages, it's a whole other subject out there. I want to make sure I'm not missing questions. No, Sean, I believe there is going to be, as you say, a buyer's paradise. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you're in the position that you have cash and you're going to be able to buy, fucking right there is. I believe, again, I'm going to be the what's the good word for it? Fuck it, I don't know the good word for it. I believe you're actually going to be able to get houses for prices that were available in 2017. That's what I think. And people, again, new mortgage brokers, new realtors, oh, you're fucked, Andrew. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm a fucking numbers guy. How about that? Affordability. It still comes down to fucking affordability. If rates have gone from here to here, and I can't afford here anymore, something has to give. Price, because if rates don't come down,
That means it's not affordable. I need to sell. Well, if you're going to get a buyer and you go, well, fuck, the interest rate is 6.5%, I can't afford the $750,000 mortgage, I'm not buying it. And you sit back like this in a chair. But I'm the guy who's paying 6.5% interest. I own a home, 6.5% interest. Like, fuck, I can't afford this anymore. I need to sell. But I think the value's at 1.2 million. Can't afford it. I need to sell. I drop it to 1.1. I drop it to 1. Okay, I drop it to 9.999. And that's when the whirlwind happens. I lived it. 09, 08, 07. I loaned in it. I was in Vegas in 07, 08, and 09, and all those years when the casinos were fucking empty. And why? Because people couldn't afford their fucking house, let alone gamble. So yeah, buyer's paradise has to happen. I'm stunned that it hasn't happened already. Now you'll be able to own a home, absolutely. And unfortunately, for people being able to buy a home when things get bad, someone else has to lose their home. And that's what I feel shitty about, because the dream of home ownership was sold on false pretense, in my opinion. Buy a house, it only goes up. That's what they were telling me. Buy a house, it only goes up. Yeah. How about buy a house if you can afford it if rates are higher? Where was that? That advice isn't out there. Trust me, I work with brokers. They don't give that type of advice. Get paid. That's what they're, get paid. Realtor says, go get paid. How about your fucking client has to be able to afford it if rates go higher? Oh, no, don't even get me into the realtor, the rental properties. You know, hey, I just had a conversation before I was cooking the wings with someone else, family member. Rental properties. Buy an income property, they said. Oh, okay. Buy an income property. If you bought an income property and you can't raise the rent, and you took a variable rate mortgage at $1.25 or 1.25, and now the rate is at 6.25, and it's an extra 5% interest, $35,000 a year in interest, which is basically $3,000 a month. Again, no nickel and dime me here on the numbers. I'm rounding up. I'm fucking drinking. Oh, here, Camus. I'm drinking the fucking Camus. Can you see the Camus? Drinking the fucking Camus. Can't raise the rent. They're in the whole $3,000 a month. Now what? I'm going, uh-oh, okay. I know personally, because I've spoken to clients, they're not doing mortgages. I've spoken a lot though, but they're not doing fucking mortgages. He said, Andrew, I think I need to sell this income property because it doesn't carry itself. And it's not that it doesn't carry itself, it's that they're having to kick in so much money on a monthly basis, and they're seeing the value go down now. Don't hear about that in the news, but it's happening, especially in the 416, especially in Vancouver. The price is coming down because they can't fucking afford it. So those who are forced to sell should drop more prices. Sean, when will it happen? If I had the fucking there's Crystal over there. Remember the Crystal, the award? If I knew, I'd be ready. I sold the property back I was out in April of 22. I put my money where my mouth was, and I said, this isn't for me. I believe we're going to go down. And I was prepared though. I made the educated, informed decision to say, I sell now. If it keeps going up after, so be it. There's that saying of, if there's a problem with an airplane, would you be happier on the vacation if you were missed the plane and you're on the ground looking up? Or would you be thinking, fuck, I wish I was up in the air? If there was, no, you never want to be up in the air when there's a problem. You want to be down on the ground. I don't have the fear of missing out. I'd rather miss out and be safe. And anyone can dispute it. And those who don't know and who don't want to believe it, that's their choice. I don't judge. It comes down to affordability. Can you afford it through the tough times? And those who have fixed rates, who were wise and smart, and there were a lot of those that looked at finance. I used to work with 100 financial planners basically on a daily basis. I had 2 regions. And the financial planners were coming to me and refinancing their mortgages, saying, Andrew, I want that 5-year fixed rate at 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. He said, this is fucking free money for 5 years. Let me secure my debt. Let me take more debt because the rate's so low, but it was fixed. They knew their costs. They still have another 2 years on those rates. They're okay, but they're starting to plan. What happens in 2 years if rates have not come down again? Yeah, if I know, I'll let you know. Fuck. I see it happening already though in Toronto. The 416, from what I understand, trying to remember the statistics I just read, if memory serves, August, from what I remember, they said inventory had already returned to historical norms. Remember all that bullshit they've been spewing, Sean? Supply, we don't have supply, we have all this immigration in Canada, there's not enough supply, and yet now a month ago, not even a month ago, 3 weeks ago, they're all inventories returned to historical norms? Well, how? I thought we didn't have supply. Oh, that's because people can't afford their fucking homes and they're starting to list them. So listings go up, rates are higher, people can't afford it. What has to happen? Price has to come fucking down. I know I missed 33.3% of my economics classes in university. Those were Friday mornings. I think it was either 8:30 or 9:30. The problem was Thursday night was pub night, and I was shit-faced until like 3 in the morning. So I missed the Friday morning classes. But on the Monday, oh, fire truck just went by. But on the Mondays and the Wednesday mornings, I was there. So I know what happens when the price gets too high and people can't afford, the price has to come down. I'll let you know. Fuck, if I know, I'll let you know. Wow, this has been informative. Should we check to see if we're still 3,000 or 3,001? Let's do a quick check here. Do a quick check. Still at 3,000, holding 3,000. We're looking for 3,001 because we want to stay elevated. But my battery power there, I'm gonna have to plug that in soon too. Yeah. So if anyone's joining us, this turned out from Super Sauce on Wings, a winery tour, hitting 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, opening up this special Camus. So let's check this out. Let's do a review of the wine. I was about to take this phone and as if this one was the one that's live, but that's the one that's live. So this is, I'm not halfway in the bag. I think I'm all the way in the bag, Sean. Fuck me. I don't drink wine that much. And the Crown Royal is right there. This is a Camus Vineyards 2011 Napa Valley Zinfandel, product of USA. I'd actually love to go to this winery. So we've got Camus. Let's see, what else is this? What else does it read? It's known for the production of Cab Sauv, but Zinfandel has always been one of the Wagner family's favorite dinner wines. Yep. The grapes come from Napa Valley. What else does it show? They first began producing Zinfandel under the Camus label in 1975. Birth year. I'm an old fuck. Actually, I feel pretty fucking young. We hope you enjoy this wine at your table with family and friends. No family. Family is YouTube family watching. Sean, you're still watching. YouTube family, absolutely. I could read it. It looks, I don't know if this is French or Spanish. I think this is French. I used to be completely fluent bilingual as I grew up in Quebec. So that's a Zinfandel. That's the Camus right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. So anyone who's joining us right now, again, recap, quick recap, because I've noticed we've got new viewers in here on the live. We started out cooking chicken wings. Chicken wings were with an imposter KFC spice, which is over there. I can't reach it. KFC spice, imposter. I mixed a whole bunch of stuff. It's over there. I don't know if you can see that now. From there, we went on a winery tour while the wings were kind of marinating. Winery tour downstairs in the cellar. Did the winery tour. Had a few recommendations of which bottles to pull up. Left them all down there. Went with the shitty, cheap wine, which is fine by me. Because after a glass, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Came up, cooked the wings, made the sauce, which we call Uncle Drew's Super Sauce, which is a mixture of barbecue and mustard sauces infused and combined into one. And this turned out, we still have extra. Check this out. I'm going to try not to drop it and do anything stupid, but this is about when things go stupid. Because I won't use that word, stupid. I don't like that word. That's the sauce right there. That is the super sauce. That was actually named tonight. A couple of viewers named that sauce tonight. So I gave them, they took it upon themselves to name the sauce because I didn't know what to name it. They named it Uncle Drew's Super Sauce. It was a fusion of mustard and barbecue, sweet, spicy, fantastic wings. And when the wings were cooking and the sauce was going on there, we said, let's check to see if we could crack 3,000 subscribers on YouTube tonight. And if we did, we would go down to the wine cellar and a viewer would be able to choose the type of wine that we were going to drink tonight. And almost instantaneously, subscribers started going like this, boom, 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 boom. There was number 3,000. We cracked it live tonight, which was huge to do it live. And we went right down to the wine cellar, and subscriber, viewer, we call him YouTube family, Brad, chose the Camus 2011 from all the selection. He said, go with the Camus, crack it open, celebrate it. It was going to be just a glass. It seems like it's turning into the bottle because I'm going to have to keep this bottle now as the YouTube celebration of 3,000 subscribers. And I still haven't seen in the comments who number 3,000 was. I'd like to know, though, just to put their name down. And then we talk mortgages. I'm going to have a wing. You can't have a hungry man in front of wings and not eat them. So I'll take this one right here. I'm going to do some more sauce. It's actually a pretty good seat. I get more sauce right there. That is a great wing. Great sauce. You know, Sean, by now, you could have driven down the road. I think you're just down the road, like 20 minutes. Had some of these wings in this wine. The wings are good. When they were hot, they were great. That flavor is really good. Really good. I don't even know if we could see the wine. Where's the wine? I'll put the wine right here. I don't know if you can see the bottle or not. Because I'm leaning back in the chair. I'm going to have to refill. You know what I'll do is I'll angle that. Yeah, I think you are just down the street. I'll angle that down a little bit. How about this? Oh, I know what it is. The battery. I didn't have the battery plugged in. That was my bad. I should have the battery plugged in. I think the screen froze. Yeah. I've got, the good part is if that wine runs out right below me, you know what? I think this is where the other stash was. What's this one? I don't even know, that's some sort of champagne, I guess. I think I've got, actually I've got a nicer decanter down here. What's this one? I think that's the same kind, right there. I do have, in case we run out of that wine milk, I've always got this guy on call. I don't even drink anymore. And if we really get, now look, if somehow online tonight we go viral and we get 7,000 new subscribers, which I don't think it'll happen, but we'll bust this guy out right here. And I remember when I got this too, 2012, so that's 11 years old. That was a nice one at 2004, but I got it in 2012. Now this one, we've got a nice one here too. We can always open that one. Nice scotch. I've actually got a pretty good cabinet down here. I've got more, but I just can't reach back there. I have to move the chair back more, and I don't want to. So, yeah. Yeah, we're good. If you have any mortgage questions, any more of those, let me know, man. I'll answer them all. Because we're getting through this wine pretty good. We kind of lost AB early. I should have moved that camera down a little bit more. Hang on. This way. We're in the right angle the whole time. I think that's better right there. Yeah. Yeah, we made it. Sparkling wine, is that what it was? I don't even know. Thought I just heard voices. Could be outside, I'm not sure. So we hit 3,000. I'm going to take a quick look-see over here. Hang on. I think I just hit Siri by mistake, and I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, 15%. We're still good on the battery. We're still good on the battery. Yeah, we're doing okay over there. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that camera is angled properly. I don't think it is. Geez, why can't I get that angle? You know what? Because I angled it down. I should have angled it up. I just didn't do that properly. There we go. That's better, I think. Right there, isn't it? Is that better? So I went on a fucking mortgage rant right there. A real estate and mortgage rant. That was a massive rant. I haven't gone on one of those in years. In years. Like the wine is good. Caymus 2011. So we had Caymus 2011 with the super sauce wings. Yeah. If you have any questions, throw them down in the chat. You know what I hear this? Okay, I see the heart button. It's not my heart blood pressure, but I'm going to hit the heart. And apparently all these emojis help the live. So I'm going to a bunch of them right now. And okay. That's good. Appreciate it, Sean. Yep, but don't get locked into that fear of missing out on the housing market. You'll always be able to buy at some point. I think especially in Canada, I know what happened in the US, but especially in Canada, I feel like too many people felt like they were really wealthy from their homes, and it's this economy has a strange way of evening things out to say, you know what, you're right, too many people did feel wealthy from their homes, we're going to bring them back down to reality. Because I had people would say, I'm going to sell my house one day, that's my retirement plan. Okay, so you sell your house. You still need to fucking live somewhere. So this is the other part. Realtors don't tell you this. Very few financial planners do. I work with financial planners as well. Some were really great. Others were caught up in the frenzy of the housing market as well. Now, to put in perspective, if people want to know how much volume and how many clients I saw, for years from 98 through 08, so 10 years, I was at RBC, and I closed at that time. It was over, I think I was over 2,500, 3,000 mortgage transactions. Forget about the actual ones that I spoke to, which were 3, 10 times as many as that. In my most recent span, though, I was closing at the time about $100 million of volume every year, and that was with an average mortgage size of about 300,000. So to put that in today's perspective, I was closing, let's say, if I was doing on today's numbers, average mortgage of 700,000 to 800,000, $250 million a year in mortgages. Sounds really big, but I didn't think it was. I was going somewhere with this and I already forgot. Fuck. Do you remember what I said just before that? Fucking Caymus. I forgot where I was going with this. Something about housing and affordability. Fuck. This is why people shouldn't drink and drive, because this is what happens. You forget shit. Start seeing triple. What was I going to say? There was a point that I was going to go through. Oh, fuck it. I can't remember. I was going somewhere with it. I wasn't bragging. There was a point to saying I did that much volume, and this is what I learned from it. Fuck. I don't remember. Oh well, on to the next. What was I saying just before that, Sean? You remember? I don't remember. What was the line I said just before that? Affordability. I can't remember. I was going to make a point and I forgot. I'll remember, hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna be hungover from this wine, something awful. Okay, that's it. I'm not having any more after that. Something about so far up and down, the housing market so far up and down, yeah. I'm fucking lost. I can't remember what it was gonna be about. Housing market up and down. Fuck. Only word I can remember right now is fuck. I can't remember anything else. Fuck. I'll watch this tomorrow or something and hopefully remember what I was. Yeah, if I go back and I watched live what I was spewing before I got sidetracked with the wine, I might remember what I was just about to say, or the path I was going down. And it was about dealing with good financial planners, wasn't it? Something about financial planners, good ones. I dealt with a lot of good ones. Oh yes, now I remember. Well, part of it anyways, I remember. If you're going to sell a house, okay, the value of the property, for example, is at $1 million. And you want it, oh, this is it, fuck it, I remember. So people are saying this is their retirement plan and we're evening out and everything, too many people are wealthy, thinking they're wealthy on paper from their house, right? So it was like the line from the Wolf of Wall Street. They think they're fucking rich, and they are on paper, but they're not fucking rich. So follow me here. You have a house that's valued at $1 million, okay? You say this is my retirement plan. You still have to fucking live somewhere. So you take your $1 million house and you go to sell it. Now, put the fact that a realtor is still going to earn 5%, maybe even 6% in some areas of GTA or Vancouver. Let's say 5% on $1 million, okay? $50,000 to sell your home. Oh, not done yet, because the fucking tax man is on top of that of your HST of 13%. So what's that on 50,000? What, $6,500 on the fucking Cayman stock, a little bit off, right? Is that right? 50,000, 13%? Yeah, 65. Fuck, I'm still with it. Sell $1 million house, it costs you $56,500 real estate commission, HST. You go, okay. Throw in some legal costs, lawyers right now, about $2,500 to close that transaction. So that's $59,000, right? 56, yeah, but $59,000 just to sell the place. Forget about your moving expenses, your closing costs, but let's give you moving expenses, closing costs, another $5,000. So you're up to $64,500. I'm going to round it up for the incidentals. $65,000 just to sell the fucking house and move somewhere else. Let's say you're downsizing though, okay? And you're going to buy another house. Let's say you downsize from $1 million down to $700,000. $700,000 property. Again, head is off a little bit. Ontario land transfer tax. U.S. is different. London's different. The world is different. But in Ontario, let's say land transfer tax, $700,000, you got to pay an average of 2%. Again, it's not Toronto, because in Toronto proper, you got to pay a double land transfer tax, provincial and city. But let's just say you got to pay 2% land transfer tax. Again, if realtors are watching, no, fucking mortgage broker's wrong. Yeah, I'm fucking wrong because I'm guessing and I'm a bottle in. But let's say 2%, 700,000 is 14,000. So I think our other number was 65. Now another 14,000 for land transfer tax on the other home. I'm in for 79. I gotta pay a lawyer another fucking 2,500 now because I'm buying a house. Because lawyers aren't going to give you a deal. They say they'll give you a deal and then you fucking read all the print afterwards and they charge you for photocopying and it. You don't even fucking photocopy anymore. They're still charging you photocopying and postage. I mean, fucking. Everything's electronic now. They're charging you fucking postage. Let's just say 75,000. You sell $1 million home, buy a $700,000 home, real estate tax, land transfer, boom, boom, boom. About 75. Just to move, it's going to cost you 75 grand. Like what? So I just lost 75,000. But again, the fucking realtors, they're going to tell you, you're not losing, you made. Look what you bought for, look what you sold for. Yeah, okay, fuck. Well, you got 5%. The government got 13%. The lawyer got 5,000. Everyone's making the fucking money except for the homeowner that sold the property. So, the ones who say, this is my retirement, I'm just going to sell and it's my retirement, great. Sell $1 million property, give away $75,000 for real estate fees, land transfer, HST, closing costs, etc. You're down to 9.25. What if you still had a mortgage of $400,000 or $500,000? Okay, so you had a mortgage of $400,000 or $500,000. Let's say $400,000. I'll err on the side of caution. 925 is your net because you sold it $1 million minus all your costs. 925, $400,000 mortgage. You got 5.25. You went and bought the place for $700,000. If you took all that cash and put it as a down payment, you still have a fucking mortgage of $175,000. How are you ahead? By downsizing. The better thing to do is try and keep the mortgage at $400,000 or $500,000. Keep the cash, invest the cash, pay a mortgage. Because you can't get your capital back after that. I don't know if that's the road I was going down, but that's the road I just went down now after King. Sean, I'm not going to talk any more mortgages. I'll just get frustrated. And yeah, I shouldn't do that. I should close the honey mill. This is a classic example of why people should not drink and drive. I don't even know how long we've been on the live for. I think we've been on there. It's midnight. We've probably been on a solid 2.5 hours right now. And I can feel this wine starting to kick in. Camus. I think, Sean, I think Brad is going to be proud that I went through this Camus. Brad, that's for you, buddy. 1 glass to go. Sean, you said you had a drink. What are you drinking, buddy? Uncle Drew's chicken wing fire talk. Look at this. I'm just seeing myself pour the decanter right in there. So now, what do you think, Sean? Should we get some of his edibles and make like a brownie or a muffin or something with them? I think it would be a good idea. Why not cook up something like that? I'm trying. What's the name of his company? Was him and Rob, right? What's the name of their company? Weeds? Is it Weeds? Vodka soda. Love it. I think I just saw. Did I see one down? Oh, look. You see the shaking, the island, the fucking island? I think I saw vodka down here. Yeah, I did. Look at this. Look at this. I can almost reach it. Yep, there it is. I got a bottle of the Goose. I don't drink this though. I bought the Goose. I bought the Goose through duty free. Yeah, fuck it. Let's cook, eh? I bought the Goose at duty free because my cousin, when he comes in from out of town, he likes the Goose. So I bought that, and same with the scotches and stuff, just for when people come in. That's a lot of wine, man. I haven't drank this much in ages, even in Las Vegas. I haven't drank that much in ages. That's a lot of, for me, this is a lot of booze right now. It's a lot of booze. Not gonna lie, a lot of booze. I'm even getting on the fucking tipsy side. It's so close right now that, you know, there's the sober side, there's the drunk side, there's the one in the middle. I'm probably on the side now that's closer to the drunk side. So close to that drunk side that I'm thinking of calling up an ex-girlfriend. This is where we need the intervention on the phone that the phone doesn't allow. We should develop an app. See, sometimes we come up with the best ideas when we're half in the bag. We should develop an app that does not allow us to dial the number of ex-girlfriends when we're half in the bag or all the way in. There's got to be some sort of screening thing on there. Go to dial that number, like a breathalyzer. It says, did I just do that? We got to delete that. Can we delete that? You can't dial an ex-girlfriend's number half in the bag. Let's face it though, if I was still living in the city, I'd probably go to a bar right now. I should have some water. What a night, the night of hitting 3,000. the load test on your phone. Whew. This is a lot of wine, man. I'm not gonna lie. You got the vodka soda. Maybe I should have gone with the Crown Royal, but at least I'm not gonna waste any of the wine. If Brad sees us later, BG, buddy, we're empty. The only question is gonna be, it's still early. It's only midnight blow. The blow test on your phone, okay? Should you go down to the cellar to get another bottle? I'm sitting here staring at the new fridge, Sean. The new fridge came in 2 days ago. The water line's not hooked up yet, but at least the fridge and the freezer are working. Yeah, the scotch. So I've got that one. I think I have, what's this one? Is this JD? This is a gold label. That is, no, sorry, it's Johnny Walker. So I do have the Johnny Walker. What else do I have down here? I can't reach everything. This one was, if I can reach this, I can't reach them all. There's some way in the back over there. This isn't even, look at this. This isn't even open. A little cognac. So this one, I've kept this one as well. Special. This is going to be an ultra special occasion right here. The cognac. I was given that by a regional director years ago, and he's passed away. And I think he gave that to me in 2013. So it's a solid 10 years. He gave that to me. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that until we should choose a number. Should I keep that cognac until we hit 10,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000? As crazy as it sounds, I actually believe we're going to become one of the biggest YouTubers for cooking channels out there. You can mark this down right now in this live. A strange feeling. And then we're going to have a whole team. We're going to have a team of like sous chef, we're going to have filmers, we're going to have editors, and we're going to have drinkers. But this is just a strange feeling that I have, that we're going to become one of the biggest YouTube cooking channels out there. Yeah, I'm just a fucking old man that's drinking Camus thinking these ideas, but I don't think I failed. So Sean, I think it's just you and I out here right now, so we'll keep between you and I. I think I've had a couple of ex-girlfriends that are watching. That I'm not going to mention, and it's not who you might think it was someone else. Because I had a message from one of them. I had a message. Actually, I had a message from a couple. Anyway, I'm not going to say too much. I shouldn't want to see. It's the fucking Camus that's making me spew this shit. I got the messages right in there though, but I wouldn't show them because they were good girls. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm waiting for Blackett to wake up, have his midnight piss, and then be scrolling through his phone as he's doing that because he's trying to fall back asleep. And then I realize that we're still fucking live with the wings and the Camus. And he goes, "What the fuck?" I'm actually going to drive out to see him one day. I think I'm going to surprise him. I want to go and film inside his bakery. I think that would make really great content, filming inside his bakery, learning how they make certain types of breads, buns, cinnamon buns, etc. Not giving away the secrets, but I think it would be great content, but it would also be good for his location too, as we would try and give his show. Let's not kid ourselves here. We got 3,000 people watching. And not just 3,000 subscribers, but I think in the last 28 days, we've had 250,000 people watch our videos. And over the last, I think, since July, it was in late July. So let's say we've had, I think since the second week of July till now, so call it 2 months, just over 2 months, I think we've had close to 500,000 views. So if we can drive some more traffic towards his bakery, why not? Or even Tyler up north too. I'll try and promote both of them. Why not? They're both great guys. They're both running great businesses. Fuck it, if we can help them, why not? Why not? Yeah, I can't tell you who the girl is, man. Nope. So anyone who's just joining the live, because I know people come in and out of the lives, and I get it, they're scrolling through, it's fucking late, and you're like, who's this asshole? Uncle Drew can cook. Well, Uncle Drew can cook, but Uncle Drew can also drink. And unfortunately, tonight, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, we cooked these great chicken wings. So I'm just, Sean, I'm giving everyone that's joining as we go here a quick little kind of summary. We cook great chicken wings. Right now, unfortunately, they might be a little bit rock hard because they've been out there for at least an hour and a half. But chicken wings spiced up with KFC imposter spice. We created what's called Uncle Drew's Super Sauce tonight, which was a fusion of barbecue sauce and honey mustard. But these are both homemade from my kitchen. These weren't bottled or jarred sauces. We chopped jalapenos and onions and garlic, and you can see, or you might be able to see. Can you see out here? So we've got a whole bunch of spices. I think we had 9 different spices in there, from mustard seed, cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, honey, oregano, Worcestershire, soy sauce, a whole bunch of flavors in there in the sauce. The reason why this bottle of Camus is out, this is now the second bottle. The viewers that were watching, we made a deal that if we hit 3,000, we would go back down to the wine cellar, because we also did a tour of the wine cellar earlier on tonight. We made a deal that if we hit 3,000 tonight, we would go down to the wine cellar, and one of the viewers could make a selection from the wine cellar. And subscriber Brad chose Camus 2011 from the cellar, said, this is the one, Uncle Drew, you got to crack open and drink tonight. So we're down to about 2/3 of a glass. If you have a comment, throw it down. We've got time. Batteries are charging, so we're good there. We may end up drinking more than a bottle. It's possible. We've talked everything from real estate to cooking, Vegas. So for those that are new to the channel, I didn't grow up in Vegas, but I know Vegas better than I do my home city, my hometown. If you have any questions on Vegas, by all means, throw them out. Sean, I think you were on the channel, the live a few nights back. We were talking about blackjack. Remember we said a blackjack player needs to hear that bell when the cards are hot and bet, even if he or she's been whacked for 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And the problem with blackjack players is when they're whacked for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, and then the bell goes off and the cards are hot, but they're scared to bet. Do you remember that one? I'm going to wait to see your response before I continue. Let me know if you remember that from the live. And I know it's there because I just saw it re-watching one of the videos from that live the other day. I think I need the charger, but I'm going to check to see that you've got the response in there. So let me know. Let me know if you remember that one, Sean. We can't run out of battery here. This is gonna be interesting if I can charge both batteries at the same time. It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can try it. You remember it? Okay, so I just saw your comment come up. My brother was back in Vegas. He just got back 2 days ago, I think it was. He was in there for the last 4 or 5 days. He went back on business, and I asked him how it was, and he told me, get this, he had been losing, and I had the conversation again. We did a video about it. It's on YouTube. It was Gambler's Taxi Talk. We were in a taxi from Bellagio back to Mandalay Bay. And we talked about this exact thing. We talked about it on the live 2 nights ago, and he tells me, he says, Andrew, I was down there for business, of course. He was entertaining and business and whatnot for days. He says, but of course we don't gamble, and he said, I was losing. He says, I got to the last night, and we're sitting there playing blackjack. I said, okay, and he says, as we're playing, he says, the cards started getting hot, and I bet, and I won. and he says, I'm trying to do your win, press, pull strategy. So he's doing the win, press, pull. That's another conversation. Sean, I know you know. Others that are joining here, the live now, will explain that later, the win, press, pull. He says, I did it for a few hands, but he says the bet, because he started out, I think it was with a 20, it was either a $15 or $25 bet, which was, again, I don't care what you bet, whether it's $15 or $25 or $100 or $1,000 as your minimum bet, you've got to remain consistent with the strategy, win, press, pull. He started with that, and he win, press, pull, win, press, pull. He says, but my bet got up to $400, and I started getting nervous. And I said, yep, because this is what happens to a lot of blackjack players. They get absolutely destroyed for days on end, and then they get that one perfect fucking shoe that comes along, the bell's going off saying, this is it. I'm winning, win, press, pull, double press. He says, I stopped at 400, I wouldn't go past it. And then he made the cardinal fucking error in blackjack. He pulls his bet back, he wins again, and again, and again. And I said, see, the difference was, if you were doing win, press, pull, and you were consistent, and then you did the double press, you've now got your bet at 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 a hand, you can win back all your losses. The problem is, if a blackjack player is losing for 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row by doing the strategy of win, press, pull, and they get to day number, it doesn't matter if it's day number 3, 4, 5, if they've been losing for days on end, they finally get that one magical shoe where they start winning, and they've been consistent with the strategy. If they break from strategy and they don't stick with money management of win, press, pull, or win, double press, pull, they can't win their money back. If someone's been betting $25 a hand and they're down $2,000 or $5,000, and now they get the hot streak and they say, I'm just going to bet a chip, one $25 chip, a $25 chip, or they go to 50 or 100, but then they stop. If that hot streak is there, there's no way they win their money back, or no way they get into a profitable status. And that's what happened to him. He won money, he got back his money, he made a little bit of profit, he left a lot out there because he broke from money management. Said that before. All about the fucking money management. Brother, if you're watching, you know we talk about this. Money management and blackjack. Win, press, pull. Think about that. Win, I was looking at the comment, win, press, pull, win, double press, pull. So let's use the chicken wing as a strategy, okay? It's irrelevant what this is worth. I think this is worth $1,000 though, this chicken wing here, it's that fucking good. Let's say this is a $100 chip, right here, this chicken wing, okay? I'm gonna move the bone aside. These are my chips right here. That's good sauce. I'm not going to lick my fingers. Yeah, you've got to recognize, and that's the key with blackjack, the bell has got to be going off when the cards turn hot. But if you're playing basic strategy and money management, nothing changes. When the cards are hot, the strategy stays the same. It's just we keep on going and our bets go up naturally. So think, we start with one bet, okay? $25 bet. Or call it a $100 bet, it's relevant. Okay? That's your initial bet, your unit, one unit. So I win the first one, okay? The dealer pays me. I've got 2 chips. A lot of people now take that chip and they put it over here and they keep one chip out there. That's fine, you want to do that, no problem. But I'm there to make fucking money. So the dealer pays me. I had a chip, they pay me a chip, I won. Win, so I won, I press. Okay? Let's say now I win hand number 2. The dealer now has to pay me 2 chips or 2 wins. Okay? So they pay me. I pull. Win, press, pull. So remember, I started with 1 chip, 1 unit right there. I've got the second unit on top from the press. Okay? And they already paid me the 2. I'm going to move the wine over because I know where this is going. Knock the fucking wine over. Now I pull. Okay? Let's say I win again. Because we're on hot streak. The dealer's got to pay me 2 more, right? Win, press, pull. I won, I pressed, I pulled. Now they pay me 2 more. Win, press, I'm up to 4. Now I win again. running out of wings. I have to cook more wings. They owe me 4 more, okay? I pull. Win, press, pull. So look, I started with 1 chip, okay? 1 chip, I won, I pressed a 2. That's 2 hands, okay? Win, I press, now I pull. I got 2. I win, I press, I pull. Remember, I started with 1 chip. How many chips do I have over here? I have 6 chips. I started with 1. Even if I lose this hand, I lose the 4 chips, I have 6. I started with 1, I'm up 5 chips. Doesn't matter if it's a $10 chip, a $5 chip, a $100 chip, $1,000 chip, I'm up 5 chips. But let's just say now I win this again. Remember, win, press, pull. Win, press, pull. Now, if you get a little bit more aggressive, you could also, let's say I started out, again, 1 chip, okay? I win. The dealer owes me 1 chip. I do a double press. I gamble, I play with a whale, and he'll do the double press. So the dealer owes me 1 from the win. He does a double press, so he adds 1. So he's up to 3 chips on there, which is more aggressive. Okay? But now I'm up to 3. Now, dealer pays me. I win again on 3. So I'm getting really saucy here, but I don't care. I love blackjack. The dealer owes me 3. So now I pull. Win, double press, pull to 3. Okay? I win this one. Dealer owes me 3 wins. I press. Now I'm at 6. Okay? I'm at 6. I started with 1. Plus the double press for 2. I win again. I'm out of wings now, unfortunately. The dealer owes me 6. I've already got 3 here. I add 6. Now I have 9. Remember, I had started with 1. I double pressed. I had 2. I have 9. Even if I lose this 6, I have 9. I'm plus 7. With a lot of sauce in my hands. I really like to lick this off, but it's a little disgusting, so I won't do that. So, in money management and blackjack, is so important that if you, I call it the 1 chip wonder, and I told my brother this again, I call them 1 chip wonder. If you are the 1 chip wonder, you will not make money in blackjack. And the reason being, I've got some sort of sauce. I think I got some sauce in my nose and it's itchy. If you're the 1 chip wonder, you bet 1 chip and you win, you pull a chip, leave a chip, you won't make money. And the odds are that you're going to lose money because the house is going to end up winning more hands than you. If you're on the street with that money management now, it sucks. This strategy is absolute trash if you fall into the trap of win a hand, lose a hand. Think about that. If you win a hand, lose a hand with this strategy, win, press. Well, if I win, press, and lose, that means I start with 1 chip, I press it to 2, and I lose, gone. Win, press, lose, gone. That's not good. We've got to recognize that as well. If we do win, press, lose, win, press, lose, win, press, lose, change up the cards, add an extra hand, leave the fucking table. There is no law saying that you need to sit at that fucking table when you're losing. Leave the fucking table. Leave the table. Take a break. Go get a fucking sandwich. Go get some wings. Go get a drink. Something. I think I better eat a wing, Sean. That wine. We're a bottle in. I'm eating the chips. This is, I need a wet nap. This is Uncle Drew at Spanish right now. We cracked 3,000 tonight. Top 3 tips for blackjack. See that? I'm slurring my fucking words, Sean. Top 3 tips for blackjack. No fear. Basic strategy. Money management. I can still remember the pit boss. I can't remember her name, but I remember her name. I remember her. I don't recall her name though. Was at before it was Planet Hollywood when it was the Aladdin. She saw me win. This was in 1998. She saw me win. I remember specific. I can even remember the table that I was sitting at. She saw me win. It was 17 hands in a row. This is before I knew about money management. And she watched me win, and she said, when I finally lost a hand, because I was doing the whole win, and I would add a chip, and then I would hold chips, and then I win again, and I'd be pulling chips. I'd leave it at 2, and it took me a while to build and build. And she said to me when the run was over, "You're doing everything right, and you should walk away and take a break." But were you winning or losing at that time when you were doing everything right? Because if the cards were hot and you were winning, you fucking never leave a hot table. I mean, for me, when the cards are hot and I'm getting money management, so that dealer, she told me, she said, if I were in your position, I would make tens of thousands of dollars. And I didn't know what that meant at the time. It was 24 years ago. I know now. Trust me, I know now. They don't want me to win 17 hands in a row. If I win 17 hands in a row, I'm going to win over 100 grand. I mean, that's just, you can go through the numbers, that's easy. Once you get past 9, 10, 11 hands in a row, you're at table. A lot of casinos, whether in the high limits, a lot of the high limits are max of 10,000. But if you go to the super high limits or you don't have a high limit at all, you could be looking at 25 or 50 grand. It doesn't matter. They'll let you bet. If you have the bankroll, they'll let you bet. Oh, you were losing, yeah. If you're doing everything right, remember I talked about when you're playing blackjack, what I learned, this is going back 25 years before fucking computers and cell phones and iPhones and everything else. What I learned in blackjack is a player needs to start with 20 units. So think 20 units for blackjack, okay? It doesn't matter if your unit is a $5 unit. If you're playing $5 hands, 20 units is $100. If you're playing $100 hands, minimum bets, that's $2,000. 20 units. And then have in reserve another 50% of that. So again, think about this, okay? I'm going to look to see your comment. If you have 20 units of $100 hands, $1,000, 50% reserve is $1,000. $3,000 is the maximum you should lose. 30 units in one sitting. Because if the cards aren't going right, you got to get the fuck out and leave. So you had mentioned there you're losing, you're doing everything right, you're losing. You don't need to wait all 30 units. Fuck it. If you've lost 3, 4, 5 hands in a row, get the fuck out and leave. Go to a different table, change it up, go 2, 3 hands, then smack it. You know, there was a back in it would have been 2003, 2004, 2005. Came up with a saying where dealers would talk a lot and this and that, and my friend and I, degenerate, his name was a degenerate, wanted to put on a t-shirt, shut up and fucking deal. I didn't want to hear from the dealer, I didn't want to talk to him, just fucking deal the cards. And I love dealers, don't get me wrong. Some dealers though I didn't love. And the good ones though would say, hey, Drew, the cards are fucking cold, go somewhere else. And I appreciated that. And I tip dealers really well. Yeah, if the cards are cold and you're losing, you're doing everything right, it's not your night. You don't need to sit there and get pasted. You don't need to sit there and lose 10 hands, 12 hands, 15 hands. You lose 3, 4, 5 hands, get the fuck off the table. Go somewhere else. Stop playing. Go get a drink. Go get an SCW. Something. So those that are joining, we are a cooking channel here on Uncle Drew's Kitchen. Uncle Drew can cook. But Uncle Drew cooked tonight these fabulous wings. Sean was here for it. A number of other people were here for it. We hit over 3,000 tonight. It was a huge live. Right now we're 12:30 Eastern time, 9:30 Pacific time. We're still fucking live because we still have a little bit of wine left because we made a deal. If we hit 3,000 tonight, we would go to the wine cellar, viewer's choice, grab a bottle of wine. The viewer Brad chose that wine, said grab the Camus. He wanted the Camus, cracked the Camus, drank the Camus. I didn't eat too many wings because we've been talking everything from cooking to real estate, mortgages, wine, Las Vegas. Sean has another question. A low-cost table and slowly work up to the high-cost tables. Absolutely, and that's fine. It's actually, we call that playing lowball, okay? So if I can find a table outside of the high limit, now there's a few things though when you're playing blackjack. Most high limit rooms, they're going to have blackjack that pays 3 to 2. They're going to have the dealer stands on soft 17, which is, for those who don't know, an ace and a 6. But outside, in the non-high limit, if you can find a table, ideally, that has a minimum of, say, $15 and a max of $5,000, Sean, or a $10 minimum or a $5 minimum, a max of $5,000, that's the one you want. Because if you're doing the win one, lose one, win one, lose one, you want to be able to bet the minimum of $10 or $5 or $25, whatever that minimum is, and we call it lowball. I'll play lowball all night until that fucking perfect shoe comes along. So if I could sit by a $10 minimum table that still has a max of 5,000, or some, I've had the Mirage one out of 10,000, but let's say you have a 10 and 5 table, a 10 minimum, 5,000 maximum. If you can sit there and play lowball all night at $10, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But then the cards get fucking hot. Win, press, pull, win, press, pull, win, double press, pull. You can be at table max, again, in those, if you're doing a win, double press, pull, 7, 8, 9 bets. You play lowball all night, you get that one perfect fucking shoe that comes along, there's your 25 grand. And that's fast. I've done it, I've seen it, I've been there. That's how it has to work. Lowball all night. Uh-oh, I think we froze. Hang on. I better plug in the battery again, Sean. Hang on. We'll make sure we don't lose that. Make sure we're still going strong, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, we almost lost battery power. I did notice that. Yep. We're back now though, Sean. We're doing okay. Yeah, hopefully the video is unfrozen now. 5K is huge on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I've heard about how they operate on the cruises. From what I understand, though, the cruises are not good for gamblers. But again, I haven't been on a cruise, so I can't speak from personal experience. So if you made 5,000 over 5 days, I think that's huge. But I've said it before in Vegas, I could have the biggest bankroll possible, and I could just lose for whether it be 2 days straight or 7 days straight. And then I could have literally, we call it the chip and a chair. One chip, one chair, and I could make a fortune. There was one time back there, it would have been in 2000, I want to say it was the summer of 04, summer of 2004. I drove, that's when I was playing a lot in Niagara Falls. And I had markers or lines of credit in Niagara Falls and Rama. And I was doing really well. And I was making a lot of, I was going in with 500 and doubling and leaving, double and leaving. And I built up a really good bankroll off that. I think I told you guys that. And at one point with the degenerate, we went from Rama, I went there with my bankroll, I went there with a bunch of money, lost that money, drove from Rama, stopped at my place in Mississauga, picked up my bankroll, went to Niagara Falls, lost all of that, and went into my markers, which are the lines of credit. He went into his Visa at the cage. We're both getting destroyed. I literally got down to one chip. He had 3, I think, and we were playing in the high limit. I had my last chip. I said, that's it. Degenerate. My last chip. I was out a lot of money. Put that chip down, and I won. I was like, fuck it, okay. I pressed it up to 2, and this is before I really got into money management. But at that point, I didn't give a fuck. I was already down all this money, so I went from 2 to 4. I won. I pulled 4. Then I'm at 8. And before you know it, my stock was through the fucking roof. I got every fucking nickel back that I had lost. I got back that night, and he made, I think he profited himself was 20 to 30,000. I just can't remember the numbers, too far back. He moved up to the high limit blackjack. Yeah, I think I told you that too. The 5 or 6 in a row roulette red, I bet on black, or 5, 6 in a row, red, black, I bet on red, vice versa and whatnot. If you have an endless supply for a bankroll, a great strategy. If not, I mean, I've also been part of it where it hits like 20 in a row on the other color. And it's fucking horrible. Yeah. I'm, Sean, between you and I, I'm fucking wasted right now. I'm down to quarter glass. Wow. Wow. So this is what it's like for those girls on OnlyFans and stuff, where they're on these lives and people come in and out of the chats and shit. I see it on YouTube. This is great, YouTube. We cooked wings. Let's dip a wing. I'm dipping a wing right here in the sauce. You want to go? Where do you want to go? Oh, wait. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to go to Vegas again because I've got the comps. Even though I don't gamble anywhere like I used to. Even this past trip, I didn't gamble much at all, and I profited. What did I profit? I don't even remember if it was 500, 700, 800. Like what I came back with, I was profitable. I spent some money there. I won a little bit more than that. I don't know if it was 12, 13, 14, I can't remember. I still came back with profit. But I still get the room comps out there. And I'm looking at going back because I've got the points, you don't know, I'm going to tell you. I've got the points for the plane. I've got comps on the hotels. And when I'll finish this off first. I've got comps on the hotels, so I was like, well, the content for YouTube was really a success from Vegas, and I still have their content that I'm posting on a daily basis. Whether it's YouTube Shorts or YouTube, full-length videos, it seems like it's really good, so there's so much more that I could post. Now, I've got content from Vegas for all their golf courses. When I was there for months, I played basically every golf course in Vegas. And I just wasn't posting stuff. This is going back basically a year and a half. So I've got all that content that I go through and edit and post for golf courses, but there's so much more that I could post if I go back and do another show. But with F1 coming up, they're not going to comp anything in the month of November. Like basically those 2 weeks for F1, they're not going to comp. Not for a guy like me. I mean, maybe the guy that's got a credit line of 250,000 or 500,000. But I still see the prices they want to charge me to go there. So maybe after F1 I'm going to go to film some more content. But fuck, I was going somewhere with this as well. Oh, I remember. Like I can still get the comps. This might blow your mind. When I was there in it was January, February, and March of 2022. So about a year and a half ago, I was there. Those 3 months basically. A lot of the time they were comping. Say at the I'm not going to say the name, but one set of properties, they would comp me 3, 4, 5 nights, and then the other nights they would charge me $25, and I could do this for like a maximum of between 14 to 17 days. So to stay at one property for 17 days, whatever $25 times like anywhere from 10 to 14 nights would cost. Call it $300. Like 14 nights. $300. Okay. So then what I would do, and I have to have like a gap of a couple of days in between. So I'd go to another set of properties where they would comp me 2 or 3 or 4 nights. And I would do that. So all of a sudden now I have like 17 plus 3 nights, so like 20 nights for like $300. And then I would go back to the other property for another 17 nights, and it cost me $300. So I was staying in Vegas for a month for like $600, $700 for accommodation. I had food and drink, but I didn't gamble much and I didn't drink much. I was there to golf, and golf. Then I had a fucking rental car, another rental car. And I think they'll still do that now, especially January, February, March, because of the slow season. So I may do that again. But I hear they're still under a cyber attack. Yeah, I'd love to go. Love to go. Better to wait for the housing crash though. My next camera says it just saw something move. And if it saw something move, that's in that room down there. That means someone's in the house. We could have something happen on the live, I don't know. I'm reading the comments. I'm gonna check. We're at 3,000 still. We're still at 3,000, buddy. Now it looks like I posted a video about the wind. I must have scheduled that because I didn't just post that 2 hours ago. It was automated. I've got a few videos going right now. It looks like there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos that are 8, 9. Wow, there's a lot of videos that are getting viewed right now. So I've become obsessed with posting videos. The Win Watford. I don't know what's it go. Oh, now I remember. Fuck. I remember like an hour back I was thinking about something and I forgot what it was. I was on a Zoom call. Out of the blue, just hit me. I was on a Zoom call. Uh-oh, is the video paused again? Fuck. No, it's still going. The video's still going. It's paused over here for some reason, but okay. So, you may remember an hour ago or so I was talking about I was on a Zoom call. Let me just see if this is still live. Let me check it out again. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, do me a favor. Hit that like button like I'm doing. Apparently that helps the live. Shit, has this frozen? I hope it hasn't frozen, everybody. Hang on. Let's make sure this is still live. No, it looks like we're still good. It looks like we're still good. This one's still frozen, so no worries there. I was talking about being on a Zoom call. So this is really a message to YouTubers, content creators, and whatnot. Okay, good. Thanks, Sean. This phone is frozen. That one still looks like it's good. So as long as the comments coming in, I know we're still good. Thanks. I see the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. This is more to YouTube creators, digital creators, people that are posting videos. Okay. I've got the LinkedIn profile. I've got the other social media profiles as well. I was on a Zoom call, and there was a guy on the Zoom call. This is from the brokerage, who was giving. This is great. Okay. I don't judge anybody. Whatever. They brought him in as the social media expert. I'm small time. I consider myself very small time. We just cracked 3,000 tonight. I'm small time. We got 1.5 million views. I'm small time. This guy had very fewer subscribers, very fewer viewers. They're channeling him on being a social media expert, which is fine. I'm okay with that. What I didn't like on that Zoom call, he doesn't know, I guess, that I was on that call. And I know he was taking digs at me because I was posting on my LinkedIn, where I have a couple of thousand. I was posting my cooking content on my LinkedIn because one of the other big content creators said, post everywhere you don't know where you're going to get viewers from and who's going to see something but connect with you another way. So if your specialty is, for example, mortgages and cooking, and you decide you want to post on a mortgage profile your cooking videos, you may attract someone in because of your cooking, but they may end up doing business with you on mortgages because they found you that way. And I was all good with that. I'm just going to try and clear this one up because it doesn't look like it's working anymore. Let's see if I can rejoin. I think that might be. There we go. I think we're back. Actually, I can't. I don't know if this is working anymore, Sean. But I'm going to try and see if it is. Let's see if I join the right way. Okay, now I think we're back. So I stopped posting on another profile my cooking videos because he said his words were, he didn't know I was there, and his words were, people don't want to see food videos on this type of profile, and he was going on. And I know he was taking shots at me because I'm the only one in the whole brokerage that is doing cooking. So I stopped posting because it hit me. It hit me pretty hard. I was like, well, maybe he's right. Maybe I shouldn't be posting cooking videos on there. And this is going back months. Didn't post any cooking videos on there. Even though I was gaining traction, I thought, yeah, maybe that's right. And then somehow this past week, as we're on Saturday now, I guess now we're on Sunday, this past week, I said, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck him. And I started posting my cooking videos again on there, and I'm getting traction again. Because who the fuck was he to tell me not to post on that platform my YouTube videos? My YouTube videos on that platform are getting traction, and it's drawing people to YouTube. They're watching YouTube shorts, they're watching YouTube longs. Fuck him. So if you're a YouTube creator or a digital content creator, and you have all the social media platforms, post it fucking everywhere. And if YouTube is your main source and that's where you want it to be, post it everywhere and draw people into seeing YouTube. Because that's where you want them. You want them on YouTube, you want them on YouTube shorts, you want them on YouTube longs. Post on YouTube. But post everywhere else the links to bring them into YouTube. And if people are telling you don't do it, fuck them. Post on those sites to bring them into YouTube. That's what you need to do. And people are going to try and fucking bring you down and tell you not to post there, fuck them too. Post everywhere to bring them into YouTube. That's my advice to content creators. Too many people are going to tell you not to do shit because they're fucking envious and jealous. Sean, I'm going another rant, buddy. Post everywhere, bring them into YouTube. Don't get fucking discouraged by people telling you not to do shit. And that motherfucker, pardon my French, but that motherfucker who said people don't want to see your food content, your cooking content, fuck that. You know how many people want to see it? 3,000 fucking people on YouTube want to see it tonight. Fucking guy. I'm bitter there, Sean, let me tell you. I hope it didn't freeze right there because I feel like I'm about to wanna fucking rant. So if you're a YouTube creator, a digital creator, I'm gonna say that again. Post everywhere. You don't know what people want to see. Try and get better with every video, and don't get discouraged. People aren't gonna watch. Sean, I can't believe you're still fucking watching, my friend. Appreciate it. And others, but fuck everybody that discourages you from doing shit. There's 8 billion people in this world. Someone wants to watch your shit, post it. Don't worry about people who say don't post shit, don't do this, don't do that. Fuck them. They're wrong. Fuck them. Yeah. I'm preaching all right. You know what? This is going to be scary, Sean. I'm almost out of wine. And I feel like I need more. Like, I think there's some in the bottle. There is. Look at this. Oh, look at this. What is this? I didn't know there was this much left. You know what? Don't tell Brad. Brad's gonna be upset if he sees that. There's a glass. There's gotta be 4 ounces. No, maybe 3. 3 or 4 ounces. There's gotta be 2 ounces in there. I got a fair amount of wine left. And there's still some wings left too. Yeah, another bottle. Fuck, man. Are you still drinking the vodka and soda? Who else is out there watching? I hope you got a drink in your hand. You know, this would be incredible if we took another walk down to the wine cellar and got another bottle and came back up. But I'd be worried. Right now, I'd be worried that I would go down there. Number one, I would fall down the stairs. Number two, the boogeyman would be in the basement. And number three, I wouldn't make it back up the stairs. So I think that would be an idea not to do that. Hey, Sean, tell me something, man. You tell me something. I told you a lot. You tell me something. Oh, wait. I think that paused. Hang on. I gotta make sure that didn't pause. Fuck. Oh, that's still going. That's still going too. Still going strong. We're still going strong. Yep. Yep. Hey, anyone watching, if you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. We're having a great, we've got Camus, Napa Valley. We finished cooking a while back. Those are the leftovers. We've got a lot of leftover sauce. I don't know what we're going to do with that. This is pretty much, you can get almost any answer out of me right now because we're into a bottle. I could comfortably say we're in a bottle right now. That's pretty comforting to say. Yep. In fact, I think it's wing time. We've got sauce over here. We don't want to drip too much. I mean, maybe this live goes until people wake up on the East Coast. I don't know. I'll tell you what, I have more respect for content creators now than I did 6 months ago. A lot more respect for content creators. How hard it is. Now I'm lucky, I don't get discouraged. I was fortunate, I was brought up really strong. I don't get discouraged, I don't get distracted. I don't get I don't know, upset or depressed. I see a lot of the hate that comes through from a cooking channel. I can't imagine if I were a girl wearing a bikini or a mini dress, the hate that she would get on some things, and the judging. More respect for those girls and what they do on their YouTube, whether it's YouTube Shorts, YouTube Longs. More respect for them now than even 6 months ago that I would have had. That takes guts and balls to do that. For the amount of hate that they would probably get in judging, it would be disgusting, I imagine. What's this on the back of the bottle? There's an extra sticker, Sean. Look at this, right down here. Yes? It's almost like it's a Fugazi. It shows 2011 Camus Vineyards, Zinfandel, Napa Valley. But it almost looks like this part here is an add-on versus the top part of the label. But I can't feel any difference in the paper. Right there. I was just watching a movie, I can't remember which one though, when they cracked the bottle against the guy's head. I don't remember. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, the Fugazi. It's a Fugazi. It's a Wazi, it's a Woozy, it's a... I was the Wolf of Wall Street. So now, Sean, it's just you and me here. I knew the girl in the Wolf of Wall Street on the boat. Again, it's just you and me. The likelihood of someone else watching this live all the way through to almost 4 hours is slim and none. And it's just you and me as far as I know. Shit, did it just pause again?
I gotta check. No, it's still good. Okay, I thought it paused. So, I shouldn't say this. I told you about some of the Vegas stories. Yeah. Oh, yeah, just you and me, so no one else will see this because there's no way someone else watches this in the fucking playback 3.5 hours in. So there was a Vegas party that I had been invited to because I was a degenerate whale by certain standard blackjack player. I think it was 2015, 15 or 16. Somewhere. Remember I told you like my years when I went back as a big true whale degenerate blackjack player were like 2012 through 2017. It was really through the mass shooting. Like when that happened out there, Vegas changed, but I had this 5-year window prior. Anyways, one of the parties that I was invited to was, well, there were a few, but there was the Maxim magazine. I'm sure you know Maxim Mag. There was a Tropic Beauty pageant or model thing as well. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was the Tropic Beauty one. See, that phone fell for a reason. It's telling me don't do it. I have the pictures from that. I think those are on the BlackBerry though. It was a Tropic Beauty, and I shouldn't fuck. Okay, I'm gonna be careful with what I say. The Tropic Beauty party was a good party. One of the girls there was in The Wolf of Wall Street, and I know her. So I watched The Wolf of Wall Street again the other night, and I got reminded of that. Yeah. She's in The Wolf of Wall Street. That was nice. That was. So every time I see that movie, I think of her. Yep. Yep. It's a wazzy, it's a woozy. Yep. At that same party, Mandalay Bay, the topless pool, Morea. They had it was either the director or producer. I can't remember which one. Remember, I don't give a fuck about celebrities. To me, they're just a person. Celebrity, they're just a person. Again, I say, do you know who I am? Fuck, who are you? Who am I? Just a celebrity, just another person. So it was either a director or producer of, remember when they were coming out, so this might help on the years. I can't remember the year exactly, it was 2015 or 16 or, it was, remember when they came out on the Netflix special, Full House, remember Fuller House? They came out with that Netflix special? Netflix, I'm slurring the words. He was at the party, and I remember there were some of these models that were at the Tropic Beauty, what do you call it, contest, pageant. All the girls were beautiful. I don't believe that they needed to compete. They were all, not all, some of them were gaga and head over heels over whoever this was for Fuller House, because they were casting one person to go on the show amongst all the regular cast members from Full House. And I remember seeing that, and some were just, it's disappointing that some would sell themselves out like that. I get it, I can understand it, but it's disappointing. Yeah, Sean, trust me, I loved her too. If I could tell you about a couple of weeks ago, my friend. It's good freaking wine. Whew, I don't even know how to end the live, buddy. I don't know. Neighbors over there. I don't know if they've been listening or what. I almost knocked that sauce over. I don't know if you saw that, but I almost did. I'm glad the stove was on. I got my hand up here now resting.
Oh, I almost busted out the line. Remember the line? Fucking Goodfellas, Joe Pesci, he said, "Here, you're resting." This fucking cop, he's on here, I'm in the field, I'm fucking laying down, I'm resting, I'm fucking resting. Here, you're resting. Bing, bang, boom. And then he says to him, he goes, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I'm fucking resting." He goes, "Here, you're resting?" He goes, "Hey, Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to go fuck your mother." You know what my worry is? I feel like I'm gonna pass out right in this chair. You wanna go play blackjack right now, Sean? How do we get there? I can't drive. I can't drive. How do we get there? How do we get there? Now, there's also a rule, myself and the whales, we do not play drunk. Typically, our peak playing hours, a lot of the time our dinner reservations, we would make dinner reservations for like 9 o'clock at night. So we would go to play from like 5:36 until that dinner reservation. We'd have like a 2 to 3 hour window where we play. And we play, whoever won the most had to tip, because the dinners were always comped. So we'd go out to dinner, whoever won the most would tip. So if the bill was $1,000, guy would have to pony up as $200-300, and he'd make the tip, and that was it. And then after dinner, because a lot of the time we were drunk, we would go past the high limit slot room and go usually to the $100 slot machine, and it was either put in the $100 bill and play one pull, or go to the $25 pull and you have 4 pulls. You can actually see a video on my YouTube channel from last year where I was doing a video for the whale. I had just won blackjack, and because I wasn't gambling much, and I won into the high limit slots. The video's on the YouTube channel. It's a YouTube short, and I put in $100, and I think it was on it was either the second or the third pull, and I hit a jackpot, 1,200 and I think it was 1,250. I think it was 1,250 or 1,275, something like that. Fuck, I hit a jackpot. I was fucking ecstatic. They did a withholding tax of 30%, no problem. That was fun because I got it on camera. I got it on fucking camera. I don't know if I should plan this trip. I'm fucking wasted. Holy God. Like, I'm gonna have another wing. I don't think the wing is helping right now. I think I'm wasted. I really do. I'm surprised I don't have sauce all over my face. Well, we're gonna do we get to 10,000, we're gonna do a group. I'm gonna cook fucking 3,000 wings. I think at 100,000 we'll plan a trip. Yeah. The sauce is pretty good. You know what I've noticed? The longer that sauce sits there, the more it's marinating, like the seasoning, the spice. I feel like I need to watch a local Wall Street again. In fact, I should send her a message right now. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Where do we do this? No, Sean, it is a bad idea. This is where we need the breathalyzer to stop me from doing this right now. I should not be messaging right now. I should not be messaging, but I feel like I'm going to. You know what? I'm not going to message. I think that would be a bad idea. I think it would be a bad idea to message. So, I'm not messaging. I'm not going to message. I feel like, again, the Wolf of Wall Street, remember the scene when they were sitting in there with his private detective, and he said, okay, I won't fucking call the guy. I won't call the detective. He sat there. He took his lewd wine. Fucking his PI says to him, why you have to put your head over the fucking macaroni again? I'm not gonna text her. Why am I not gonna text her though? I should text her, shouldn't I? North Carolina. I actually know, I know a girl from South Carolina. Hilton Head. I met her in 2000. Fuck, I shouldn't even be saying this. Met her in Vegas in 2007, and we dated for, well, it would have been about a year, yeah, before Sam. I almost said her name. I'm not gonna say anything. The girl from South Carolina, yeah, we dated for about a year and, a year and a bit. It was about a year and a bit. Yep. Yep. And then actually, yeah, no, it was about a year and a bit. Yeah. Yeah. You know who I dated after that? It would have been 08, 09. Yeah, 08, 09, 10, 11. Yep. 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 South Carolina, I love South Carolina. I really do. Yep. That was close. I almost said her name. I almost said her name. This is what wine will do to a guy. Terrible. Terrible. Was it a good decision to text her or not text her? You're thinking I should text her? I can text her right now. Let me see if she's, did you say to text her or not text her? I can't, I'll wait like 25 seconds. No, I'll wait 21 seconds for a response from you. Just see if it was a good idea to text her or not text her. I can't remember what you're getting at there. See what you meant. You said text her. If you say text her, I'll text her. And did you mean text Wolf of Wall Street, or text South Carolina, or text, you know who she was? I should not talk about her. This is not good. Another half glass of wine, I might be talking about her more. Looks like this battery is running low on this one too. All I do is charge things. Charge phones, charge gimbals, selfie sticks, this, everything I'm charging. All I do is charge things. That's a lot of freaking wine. Whew. A lot of spice too. Waiting to see that response if I should text her or not. So as a recap tonight, we hit over 3,000 people. Let's see if we can pull this up again. 10% battery power, it's not awful. Not awful. We did well. We did well. That wine is really good. So I'm down to, I'd say now between the decanter and what's in there, that's got to be less than a glass. Like I would say a glass is like a solid 6 ounce. We've got less than 6 ounces. Yeah, that's my guess. I hope you're having another vodka soda. Whoever is on YouTube right now. So on the West Coast, what is it, about 10 o'clock at night on the West Coast? So any of our West Coast viewers that are joining now, so you might be in Vegas or California, Vancouver, Canada, Seattle, anywhere on the West Coast. So we had a great, and I've been drinking, Uncle Drew here, and Uncle Drew's Kitchen has been drinking a lot. But we started out with no alcohol. We were cooking up Saturday night wings. It was comfort food, chicken wings, for the single guy or girl at home who needed some comfort food. It was gonna be chicken wings. We called it the super sauce, which was a fusion of honey mustard and barbecue, homemade, garlic, onions, jalapenos, a whole bunch of spice, tomatoes, everything blended together. You got to go back and watch it live for it. And we had a deal with the viewers. We still have a lot of viewers right now. We had tons of viewers early on, that if we hit 3,000 viewers tonight, we're gonna go back down to the wine cellar. We did a wine tour earlier on. And if we hit 3,000, we're gonna go back down the wine cellar. I don't know how we even came up with the number 3,000, but it came up. The viewers named the sauce, the super sauce. They said if we hit 3,000, we go down to the wine cellar. One of the viewers was gonna be able to choose the wine. So we did that. We hit 3,000. We went down to the wine cellar. One of our subscribers here on YouTube, Brad, chose the wine. He chose the California Camus 2011 Napa Valley. Great choice. It was supposed to be just a glass. I dropped the phone, so now you know it was more than just a glass, everybody. Because apparently I can't stand the phone up straight. So it was supposed to be a glass, and here I'll show you. I want to show you the glass that was supposedly the glass. This was the glass. Right. Our bottle's empty of the Camus. There's a little bit left in the decanter, so we'll get that. Didn't know it was going to go that way, and then of course we went from talking cooking to real estate to Vegas, and look, plain and simple. It's past 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. I'm usually asleep on the couch as an old man by, I'd say, 9 o'clock. I usually fall asleep now editing video as a content creator. And once I wake up usually with a phone or two in my hand or hands. I'm editing video, and I head on up to bed, and then I lay in bed editing video again, and I fall asleep again with phone in hand. Editing video. Yep. Sean, I don't know if you're still with me, but I'm almost done through this, and I almost actually lost the glass right there. Not gonna lie, I don't drink wine too often. All of a sudden I drank a bottle. I don't know what, this may have been a mistake. It seemed like a good idea tonight. That's it. Bottle empty, decanter empty, one glass to go. Not feeling good right now inside from all the wine. I'm wasted. I'm glad I don't have any Jaeger or Fireball. That would really fuck me up. I may have to call an end to the live really soon. I should have some water here. Okay. I think I am going to call this an end to the live. Maybe finish the wine, maybe not. Not sure. It was a good live. We cooked a lot. We talked a lot. We learned a lot. Thanks to everyone that showed up tonight, watched it live. Sean, you stuck with it for a lot of hours. Appreciate it, buddy. Until next time, we're going to say Uncle Drew out. Boom. Okay, I exit here, then I have to exit on that one. Yes, okay. So that's what we'll do. I've got to get up and exit. Oh my goodness. Let's do this.